And we're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Purple Pill Pod, episode 16, the number one show in the world for dating. Please make sure to like and subscribe and go follow the podcast, Instagram, and TikTok that we got tagged below. DM me on Instagram if you're a single lady in Dallas. We need y'all more and more every time, so please hit me up. Shout out to JR and Donnie tonight with my producers doing everything. We got some really cool new features, the sound deck working. So, yeah, they're going to be doing some funny noises throughout the night for y'all. If you have any suggestions, please put in the chat some noises that we can add to make this even more fun. And shout out to Cornerstone Events for helping with everything in the background. Thank you for recruiting and doing everything that y'all do, man. I really appreciate y'all. To go ahead and start with tonight, we got another really special episode where we're going to have all lady panel. And then it's even more special because this is a reunion show. Most of the girls here, except for one, have been on the show before. So we're going to see how their dating life is going now, if they took any advice and ran with it and changed anything at all, or if they're still struggling, and then we're going to make fun of them for it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with our new person that hasn't been here before. We'll start with your name, your age, your education level, and what do you do for work. Okay, so we'll start with you.
All right.
Talk close to the mic, please. Always be this far away if you can.
Okay. I am Jade Collins. I am 28. I'm from Cincinnati. I'm in property management right now, and
Education level, if you want to say.
education. I graduated from the University of Cincinnati.
Go Bearcats.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And I did health promotion. So
Okay.
whatever.
All right, and we'll go with you. Go ahead and give them your name, your age, your education level, and what you do for work. And thank you, and welcome back.
I am Bree. I'm 24 years old. My education level, I am still in school, pursuing my degree in elementary education. What I do for work, I am currently a server at Twin Peaks. So come in and see me. I also work front desk at the Renaissance. So yeah, do makeup, hair, you name it, interior design, set and stage production management. So
Okay. Well, guys, go pull up and tip her.
yeah.
All right, and then what about you? Your name, your age, and your education level, and what you do for work.
All right. Hi again. My name's Maddie J, whatever you like to call me. I'm also 24 years old, and I also serve at Twin Peaks, and I'm working on a doctorate of chiropractic.
Okay, y'all both be finessing every old dude up there, huh? All right, and we'll start with you now. What's your name, your age, your education level, and what you do for work? And welcome back.
Yeah, I'm Indy. And I am currently finishing up my degree in computer science, specifically network engineering and AWS. And I graduate on December the 12th. So I'm almost at the finish line.
Almost there.
Yes.
Couple weeks.
And right now I do 1099 stuff. So I basically take on like independent contracts and stuff
Okay.
like that. So
Nice.
Yeah, I'm Jessica Barrera. I am 31. I have a master's degree in tech and entrepreneurship. My undergrad's in journalism, and I'm currently working in technology doing marketing, and I'm an actress on the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got a bunch of overachievers at this damn table, man. What about
The
you?
modern female.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Maya. I'm a leasing agent at McKinney, and I have some college experience, and that's about it.
Okay.
How old are you?
How old are you? Yeah.
Oh, I'm 28. I just turned 28 on last Tuesday.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday, yeah. All right, so I don't want to do the same old questions I always do because since a lot of y'all have been on, I've changed up a lot. I've added a lot of questions and I've done a lot. So hopefully we're not going to go over too many things that some of y'all have already experienced. We already know that most of y'all are single or in situationships, but just to refresh on that really quick, I just want to know how long y'all have been single, and we'll just answer that. Just how long have you been single?
I've been single for 1 year.
Okay.
About 6 months.
Okay.
since like April.
Okay.
I'll say about a year.
About a year.
About a year.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
I would say 3 years.
All right. Are you celibate?
Ooh, no.
No. Are you celibate?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Are you celibate?
Currently, yes.
Are you celibate?
No.
No. Are you celibate?
Currently, yes.
Are you celibate?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
What
So-
does currently yes mean?
Currently.
What is currently like?
Yes.
What's
Like-
what's the time frame?
I am.
Like
I
a
am
month?
celibate.
Like
No,
how long?
It's been a few months.
A few months? Okay.
Self pleaser.
So who isn't celibate? You said you.
She said she pleads the fifth, and I
Oh,
plead
that-
as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know that y'all both aren't celibate. Then you said that you aren't, right?
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
and then you said that you are celibate, and you said you are celibate. Okay, so we got three that aren't. Okay, I want to ask y'all really quick. Why are you sleeping with somebody but you're not in a relationship? Just out of curiosity.
I'm dating.
You are dating him.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but like, is he really taking you seriously?
Yeah.
How long has it been?
Some months.
Some months.
Mhm.
Like how many? Like 3, 4, 5.
I would say seriously since like September.
Okay.
We've been, talking prior.
Okay. And then what about you? I know that you wanted to plead the fifth, but come on, go ahead and be honest with
I'm
us.
like, can I plead the fifth again?
No, just try to be honest a little bit.
What was the question again?
Like why are you in a situationship like that, but it's not like something serious,
Oh
you know?
no, I'm dating.
You are dating
Yeah,
him?
I'm
How
just
long?
dating. You know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why we're asking.
We don't know. Yeah. Let's say a little off and on.
A little bit off and on
Yeah.
for like how long though? A year, 2 years?
Let's go with a year.
A year?
Year and a
Okay.
half.
No. And then what about you? How long have you been, or why are you doing that? Like, is there a reason?
I'm taking this one seriously.
You are?
Yeah.
Like you'd like to start dating him if
Yeah.
he takes you seriously back, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. That's all. It's just to build information. I just wanted to know more. All right. So now I want to know, what are y'all's love languages? Words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch. Okay. We'll start with you this time. Let's go. So words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch.
I'd say number one is quality time.
Okay. Quality time.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you?
I'm definitely like all five. Like I believe that one is gonna like it's gonna lead into the other. Like words of affirmation to come like with physical touch. Like no, seriously. Like I like that ass. Like okay, I'll explain my logic after everybody goes.
No. Go ahead and explain it really quick. I want to hear it.
Okay, so I strongly believe. Okay, so you have OMG. Okay, so I feel that words of affirmation would lead into physical touch because me expressing, my gratitude or my appreciation and things of that nature, like it would lead into the physical touch. And then you also have what is it? It's words of affirmation, physical
Well, like
touch.
it all comes together because once he gets the physical touch, maybe he'll want to buy gifts, or you'll want to buy gifts. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
So you think it all like all five of the love languages should be in every relationship,
Yes.
and if you do
sure.
most of them, they'll all come
They're-
together.
Exactly. They're going to lead into the other. Like
Okay.
it's going to open up the door for everything else.
Okay. That's a good answer. All right. So what about you? Which one is your most, you would say, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, or physical touch?
So I have two.
Okay.
Quality time and acts of services are my top two.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm the same way. I have two, so mine
Here,
are
talk.
physical touch, which is
Phys-
very rare for a female.
Okay.
But physical touch and also
Quality time.
no.
Like what she said.
gift giving.
Oh, gift giving.
Yeah.
Gift giving and quality time.
But like a thoughtful gift. Like I don't want just a guy to like buy me a bag. Like I want him to put like thought into it because I feel like
Something you
buying
really
a good
want.
gift, you have to be thoughtful. Like you have to know me to buy me a good gift.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you?
Yeah, mine's quality time for sure.
All for sure.
Yeah.
But what is
'Cause
quality
people are
time?
really busy, and I think if they take their time out of their day or like really plan a date or do something special and to spend time with me, like I'm busy as well, and so that for me is the most important. Like come and spend time with me, whether it's just at my
It's just
house or
nobody has
just-
time anymore.
I
so
know,
if
right?
when you do have time, you better bank it quality,
yeah,
huh?
and we all only have like so much free time in our daily lives.
Exactly.
So if you're gonna spend it with me, that means a lot to me. So
Okay.
yeah.
What about you?
I would say giving gifts or receiving gifts, and I would definitely say probably physical touch. I would probably go those two.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now I want to know. I want to make y'all take accountability for yourselves a little bit. I want to know, what can y'all improve on. Like, what do you see in yourself right now that you're like, this is weak. I need to be way stronger in these things to get into a good relationship. What can you improve on? If you think you're perfect, you can also just say, I'm fucking perfect.
I'm fucking perfect. No,
Into the mic. Into
Yeah,
the
just
mic,
make
please.
sure into the mic.
Geez, I feel like I could improve on just being softer and accepting like a man that's trying to pour into me. Because I feel like I'm a hard shell or a hard body at first, but as long as I feel secure and like trusting into a person, I would allow that soft side.
You will never get this.
All right. So, what about you? What's something that you can improve on?
I would definitely agree with being a little bit more softer. Because like right now, like I would just say like my dating, like, well, I don't really date, like, and it's probably just because I'm so busy. So I would also say that work-life balance, like, and with the communication as such, because I'm so busy, like I hardly ever respond back. Or so I would say, just being a little bit more softer in that work-life balance, like
Well,
making time for other people.
you got to, because I mean, I truly think that if you want the guy you really want today, you have to like talk to them. Like you have to,
Exactly.
you got to chase those motherfuckers like crazy.
Right. So it's me. I'm the problem.
What can you improve
We
on?
know.
So again, I'm perfect, but no, let me think, because I want to say vulnerability, but I feel like I'm very vulnerable. So not very. I have my limits, but I feel like I'm very open. So I don't know.
You're just perfect. There's nothing to improve on.
No, I mean, I'm very close to it, but let me think. Come back. Come
Okay.
back to me.
All right. What
Okay.
can you improve on?
For sure, my communication. I definitely am like very busy, and I'm trying to create multiple streams of income. So like a lot of the time, like I find excuses for why I can't like communicate back with somebody to kind of like avoid hard conversations, or I become like really nonchalant. And so definitely working on like communication and like if I like him, not just being like, oh well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Y'all all
Like,
sound
whatever.
masculine as hell with y'all's
Oh,
with y'all's jobs and shit,
Stay
taking
toxic.
priority on everything. Nah, that makes sense. I feel y'all. What about you, Jess?
So,
What can you improve on?
like, I was in a pretty serious relationship for a couple years, and I think my heart has been guarded, and whenever men try to get too close, I've been pushing them away. And I don't know, it's
From CPTSD, huh?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. And I told myself for some reason I'm going to be single for at least a year. I'm going to give myself that time. So if anybody tries to get close, I just feel myself like backing up, or I just stop talking to them. So yeah, I'm open to dating. I just feel kind of guarded right now.
You need to put your walls down.
Yeah, I think definitely need to work on that for sure.
I think there's a huge issue today with like or CPTSD, because like that's complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and somebody with CTPSD or CPTSD, one of the main things that they do is they always run away from things. And I think that that's the first thing. Like once a woman has had too many bad men, or like too many shitty boyfriends, or just too many just shitty relationships, or whatever, you're super guarded. And anytime somebody does come in, you'll be like, oh, he's too clingy, or oh, he's this, and you immediately push them away because your PTSD is telling you, oh, he has these traits of these other guys from the past. And the next thing you know, you're pushing away sometimes some good guys. You never know. I mean, maybe they really are crazy and you do need to push them away. I don't know. Y'all know my opinion on men. I don't think every guy is fucking great today. So what about you? What is something you need to improve on?
I would say overthinking. Sometimes I make assumptions. Now, I don't act on my assumptions, but I will make assumptions and then I'll just block people. So, like, if you're doing something that I feel suspicious from your pattern, I watch people's patterns. So, if you're doing something that's suspicious from your pattern, I'll just randomly block you. I'm dead serious, and they stay blocked. And then, like, I've seen somebody out at a restaurant that I blocked, and it was the most awkwardest thing ever.
Yeah, that sounds pretty
I blocked
awkward.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was really a nice soft cutoff, and maybe they didn't care because they were like, well, shit, I can't fucking mess with this person no more. It's over. No, that's how I am. If I get blocked, I'm done. It's just like, well, shit, I can't do nothing now. Life's over.
Email her.
I've
You don't really want her.
I've done that on the first, like the first breakup. Like when you lose your virginity, you're like that for that first girl. But after that, you're usually like, I'm not crazy no more.
Yo,
I can't
Sergio,
do this.
before you
I've
go-
had somebody like cash out me, and like in the
$1?
memo they had like the message. They was like,
Unblock me.
I know you did not block me. You
What
got
a
me
simp.
effed up.
Oh my
What a
God.
simp. Yeah, what's up, JR?
I have a question for the ladies. Like, what's it like? What is the dumbest reason why you block somebody?
I've never blocked anybody before.
You never blocked anybody before?
No.
What about you?
Leave them on red.
Leave him on
I
red?
want you to know I seen it.
Oh, okay. What about you?
You doing too much.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that.
Okay.
I don't
He
wanna
was
talk.
blowing on his food at the restaurant.
Oh Lord.
Like
It was
like,
too hot?
Yeah, but he was blowing with like his mouth, like blowing like like a kiss. Like I was just like,
Because the food
there
was
is.
hot.
I'm so confused.
But you
Andy.
could have just let it cool down. Like,
Andy.
why did you make your mouth look like
It's so
that?
Andy,
Like,
did he lock eyes with you whenever he did it?
No, he did not.
I know.
was like,
I gotta bring this up, man. I gotta bring this up. I see that I've been hearing this a lot lately. Y'all literally will find any reason to cut a guy off
Sassy
sometimes.
behavior.
It'll be like he might have like 10 amazing traits, and y'all are like, oh, he did. I saw his butt crack when he bent over. Done, done.
Oh,
I'm done.
Yeah,
Never talking to him
yeah,
again.
No,
Yeah,
that is definitely.
Look, okay, the butt crack was a little far. I took it to like extreme, but y'all gotta. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, whenever me and my girl first got together, like, the first couple months, it's always like you're still getting. You can something can happen where you act too dorky and you can make yourself look bad. And I did some stupid dance like that, and she was like, cringe, and I was just like, fucking bitch, like. Like how dare you, because I know how she saw it, like how y'all are saying. I know that she saw it like how y'all see those things, but it's like, man, y'all want to forget the other 95% of that person though, and like what makes them good.
Yes.
Sometimes you shouldn't, like she could have broke up with me after that. We might have never seen each other again, and it would all just because I looked cringe for one little dance move thing. and now that we've been together a couple years, I could do the most corny dumb dance
And
moves
she loves it.
ever,
She's like, go,
and
babe.
she loves it.
Yeah,
she
hyping
loves
you
it.
up,
So next time y'all judge a guy off of one of those first things in those first month or two, maybe think it's not too bad, or like it might be funny in 2 years,
Sergio, what about if he uses the same like washcloth for his like ass in his face?
Oh Lord.
Oh.
You
my
gotta get cut
God.
off. You gotta.
Yeah,
Why you
I've
only have
just
one
never
washcloth in your
even-
shower?
There's some things that y'all say that I'm just like I can't even relate to.
They
It's
do.
just like
They do one
I
washcloth
didn't
in
even.
the shower. I'm like,
No, for real.
you
Like,
washing your face and your
Your
ass.
ass.
But every day though, like, are you changing washcloths every day? Like, what are
Hey,
you
just
doing?
think that's the dude that you've been kissing on too.
Nah, hell no.
Hey, that's your man.
Next
That's why I
time-
gotta see how you live.
Next time y'all make out with a guy at the
Whose
bar,
man is this?
just know he might use the same washcloth for his ass and his face.
Hey,
You know?
hey, you wash the back of your neck. Do you wash the back of your neck?
That in the ears.
Yeah,
Back
it's like
of your ears
definitely.
stinking.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
The
it's
e- the
it's
ears
it's one of
as
those
well.
reaction things where you just go everywhere. Like I don't know how anybody
I
does
don't
it.
know, because I've seen discussions about people just letting the soap run.
They don't wash their legs.
And then okay, well
They
here's
don't
another
use
thing.
washcloths at all. What?
Y'all,
What?
y'all,
I
yeah,
don't
this-
think I
Hand,
wash
they're
the
using
back
their
of my
hands.
neck.
See, but I'm gonna go into detail on this also because I think that this is something that's wrong with society today. Y'all expect men to be almost very feminine and like women in some ways.
Well,
Like
just good hygiene.
here, I'll give you an example.
need a
I used to always go to Hooters after my paintball tournament. I used to play tournament paintball and stuff like that. And I would go to Hooters afterwards, smelling like shit, looking like shit. Just got done fucking playing paintball, like looking like all fucked up and shit. And I promise you, I got more numbers and I got more girls to come around me while I'm sitting there smelling all musky and nasty and all that stuff. And the reason why is because as much as you say that that's not attractive, on a natural animal instinct for 100,000 years, there was something about it that would bring women and men together. And a natural smell, like I know y'all been with a guy and you get used to their natural smell. You
No.
might not like it, but you get used
But
to it.
on first
You
get used
impression,
to it.
no. First
That's what I'm
impression,
saying.
Huh?
Like,
No,
you're like,
but not
that
musky.
ass.
I'm just talking about just their normal smell. Everybody has
Yeah,
a normal
good.
smell.
You get used
Everybody
to
has
it.
like
a normal
grass
smell.
and tide, right?
Right.
Like grass and tide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think that y'all should sit there and expect every man to be like a super, like what's the word?
What you mean?
But
Like,
guys
well,
have
like
no
too
standard.
feminine.
They
Like
have
I
no-
think it could be
What you
too
mean?
feminine.
So you think
Th-
I
like
should
guys
just
who try
You need to
too hard
shower
on their
every day.
physical, guys who focus too much on their physical, focus too much on trying to like impress in what I would consider girly ways. It's you could say all day it's attractive, but it's attractive because you will sleep with. Because I know these guys. I'm good friends with a lot of these guys that are what I would call feminine, and they have super nice houses. When you go over there, they're gonna have candles on. They're gonna they make themselves smell
Flowers.
perfect. They're the guys with the 10 different colognes that are all expensive. Like you know what I'm talking about, okay?
They
They,
smell
and, and their
They
bed
smell
is,
real
and when you
good.
come over, their bed is made. Everything is perfect. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But those guys are G's. They're very good at sleeping with multiple girls and doing that stuff. And at the end of the day, they're never relationship material. So if you want to, most of them
No,
aren't,
they
man.
are. They're slutty.
Most of them
They're
aren't.
No, they are slutty. They're slutty. They
Yeah,
are
most of
slutty.
them are slutty. Like if a guy focuses that much on his physical and that much on certain things,
He's doing it
I
for
can't think of
for a reason.
flamboyant.
He's doing it
Flamboyant. The word
to
is
show off.
flamboyant.
Metro. They're
Yes, metro.
sexual.
Yes,
Sexual,
metro.
yeah.
That's the word.
But
Metro.
there needs to be a baseline for hygiene though. Like there does.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys
I
they
agree.
feel like smelling like that man smell, like, or just like they're like, oh, it's like I had a guy. I was like, do you like spread your cheeks when you like wash in the shower? And they're like, no, I don't be getting up in there. I'm like,
Yeah, that's something that I think is weird too. Is whenever like they're scared to touch their butthole,
yes,
like they're
that's
scared to
gay.
wash
They're
it.
like,
Yeah,
that's
that is
gay.
weird.
That's not gay. You dirty as
Guys,
hell.
it's not gay if you have to wash your butthole. You just do it, dude.
Spread
It's
them
not.
cheeks.
It's not that bad.
You didn't ask Miss Actress the question
I didn't. Wait. Who did?
about why what's the, like the lamest reason why she blocked somebody.
Oh yeah.
Miss Actress.
The lamest reason why I blocked somebody. Lamest reason.
Like, what's the petty reason you block somebody?
Shit. Just why do you block anybody? Are they being crazy?
Yeah.
Has it been a minute?
The question. It has actually. I haven't. I mean, I've dated a couple people, gone on dates, but if I'm not interested, if I can't see it going somewhere, then I'll just cut it off.
You
Like,
haven't
you don't
had to
block
block
them,
or
right?
anything.
No.
No crazy men lately. What about you? Last time you had to block? Why?
Just reaching out, like I on like Snapchat, I'm guilty of this. Like if somebody reaches out to me, and I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Send me a picture, and if I don't think they're cute, then I'll block them.
She's a savage, dude.
I really block a lot of people. Like if you see my Snapchat list, you'll be like, "Wow," because I'm like, "Why do you think that you can get with me?" No, you're not my type. I be blocking people all the time.
I just want to know really quick. Do you want kids? Do you want kids? Or you already have a kid, right? Okay. Do you
I
want
want
kids?
kids.
You do?
Mhm.
You already have kids?
Yeah, I do.
Do you want kids?
I want children.
You do, and you don't have any?
No.
Okay. Do you want kids?
I do.
Do you want kids?
No, but I could see it changing.
Okay. But yeah, so like 4 of y'all would want them, or
Well, I
everybody here
actually-
has them or wants them.
I actually gave birth, but my daughter passed away.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But I would like that would not change my perspective or my view because I love kids. My major is elementary education.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well then,
So-
yeah.
Hey, I got a question, Sergio. I want to back up just a little bit. Meech had mentioned something that I want to circle back around regarding her blocking dudes. And you said like, hey, if you don't find them attractive, you're just going to go ahead and block them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got a question for the ladies. What makes an approach creepy to you whenever a man approaches you?
Yeah, we'll start with you on that one.
So I definitely think what makes an approach creepy to me is just somebody saying, or sometimes on Snapchat, because Snapchat can get real, sending me your junk and stuff like that. Like that's not cute. First of all, we don't think it looks cute. So why? So why would y'all just randomly send us that? That's not attractive at all. Because for one, it shows me that's all you want from me, and for two, it's just like, why do y'all think that looks good like that?
I can tell you exactly why they do it. So girls that are borderline personality disorder, BPD, it's very well known that or there's certain mental health disorders that like, or if they've had bad sexual experience in their past, like maybe
Like
been
trauma,
raped or
yeah.
trauma or anything like that, as soon as they get like, there's certain women that as soon as a man pursues them sexually, sometimes they have an urge to respond and to like give into it. And like and so like those guys who fish with the dick pics, they actually are successful with some girls, and it's because they have mental health issues. And like, and that's why they do it, because they'll send it out to 100 girls, they will work with a few. Like it's fucking weird. I know. I whenever I found this out years ago, like I found this. I had a friend who did this when I was like 19 years old, and that's what took me on like a long journey of figuring out how the hell he was successful with it. And like, yeah, like there's definitely guys that are successful with it. That's why they do it though. It's fucking weird though to me. Yeah, to me it's like you just stained yourself for every person that you just sent that to, and like you're never gonna be taken seriously. I don't know.
Right, or just like randomly popping up in somebody's close friends on Instagram, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
you get out the shower with
Right.
this towel on?
Yeah.
What-
No.
And why you thought it was okay
No,
to add me?
But
Why you-
somebody on their
you wanna
close
be-
friends was having sex with another person on their, and I'm like, did she give you consent to post this? Like,
Right, and why
Oh,
you?
yeah,
why are
probably
you
not.
adding me?
Why
Why
you
you
adding me?
right? I don't want to see this.
Why you wanted me to?
How
see
do I
this?
take myself out?
Yeah.
Hey,
Block.
what was the question again, Jr.?
So the question was, what's a creepy approach to you?
Yeah. Oh
to
yeah.
each
What's
of
a
the
creepy
ladies?
approach to you?
Creepy approach. What makes it creepy?
What makes it creepy?
I think
Is it the guy? Don't when I get to y'all, don't feel bad to say it's just how he looks.
Yeah.
Like don't feel bad, because we know that that's sometimes a thing. So don't feel bad if that's y'all's answer.
I mean, I really appreciate it if somebody comes up to me and talks to me, even if they're weird, or like I always think men, because I know it takes a lot to come and like approach women. But I think if honestly, if people are being too nice, like I kind of sometimes
Too
think of it as-
simpy.
yeah, like think put it as a red flag. I don't know, like, or if they're doing the most, like
Guys,
I really
quit
love you,
fucking
like I think you're
simping,
so
dude.
so beautiful. Like I don't know, I think that's too much.
It is.
Something different, right? Something
Something
different.
different.
Mm-mm, dude, I hate that shit so much.
So dudes that seem they're too needy, or that they're trying to overcomplicate, or
They're
Like, they've never seen a
overcompensating.
woman
Yeah,
before.
overcompensating.
Yeah,
They've
they're
never
1,000%
seen a woman.
overcompensating for other things that they suck at in life. Like
so.
any guy that's simping super hard, it's because they're missing out somewhere else in their life. I know.
Probably.
I feel like if they had game, they wouldn't be doing it. What about you?
Really predatory behavior. So like right off the bat, like very like, and I don't.
What are you doing?
No, like not even just that, but I've seen this from a lot of guys who are like the pretty guys, like the guys that smell really good, and like when you tell them no, it's almost like when we're told no. They're
Feminine.
Like,
I told y'all they're
They're
feminine.
like, what do you mean? You know you want to fuck with me. I'm the realest dude you've ever seen. I smell good. I pay my bills. I made my bed. I got baccarat candles in here. Girl. Like, okay, and they're like, and you're a 6. You know that you're a 6, and I'm like,
No, like,
okay.
see, that's why I don't like guys that do all that, because you sit there and you're so invested in making yourself look like this
They
beautiful
get
little
mad like a
model, and then
girl.
you get so offended whenever you don't get what you want. And I've seen that time and time
Especially
again.
from a woman that they feel like is below the standard of what they've been attracting. Oh, it drives me nuts. It's funny to me. I'm like,
No, it's funny to me hearing it right
do you want a cookie?
now. So what about you? Like, why have you blocked? Wait, was that the question? Yeah, why have you blocked the guy?
No, it was.
Or no?
It was what considers a creepy
Oh,
approach to
creepy.
you.
Yeah.
What makes a guy creepy?
So kind of what Jessica said. My bad. So kind of what Jessica said, like overcompensating, and then also being too aggressive. Like I don't like attention. I don't like being approached. Honestly, I'd be like, okay. But naturally, I have a flirtatious personality, so people, I think they're just drawn to like talk to me.
Hmm.
But I don't want to talk. But I'm entertaining because I'm too nice to really be like, yeah, no, like leave me alone.
Okay.
That's really how I feel. But so for me, yeah, being too aggressive or doing too much, like, yeah, no, relax. Like I'd rather us start a conversation and okay, go from there. Okay, I like your ideas, your thought process, like, and then we go from there versus
Like a friend, like start as a friend kind of, and then go into it.
Don't just a shot. No, leave me alone. Like,
You don't like those guys.
I don't
Aggressive.
I don't want it. I don't
Okay.
want it.
What about you?
I feel like I've had a few. And definitely from working at Twin Peaks, like I've had
Oh,
like
yeah.
a few people like approaching me, like asking me if I do threesomes, and it's like, damn, I look like I
That
did that in
forward
my-
when they're like so
Do I-
forward,
and
I
I'm
see.
like,
That's
and I'm talking about
offensive.
it's the females, it's mainly the females, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I've had a few, and it's like, damn, do I give that?
Sometimes
Is that
I'm
what
I'm
it's
confused
about?
if they're that aggressive because their boyfriends or their guys are like telling them, "Hey, go get that girl for me, please." You know, I wonder if they're being that aggressive, because I feel like naturally a woman wouldn't want to be that aggressive
But-
to another woman because
I've
they
had-
know how weird it
I've
is.
had one girl, and it was her. She was like, every time I came back to the table, she was asking me a new question, and she was like, "Hey, like I want to ask you this. I want to ask you this." Like I've had a few, or like you say, like the A or the. I've had men approach me like, "Oh my gosh, you have these big ass sexy lips." Like that makes me cringe. Like, do I say thank you? Now I'm like this. Now I'm finna.
You walk around with turtle lips.
I know.
The
Now I'm about
rest of
to.
the
I don't know if I should, and I like do that a lot, and like I feel like my lips are too big to be dry, so of course I'm gonna always have them glossy. So it's like
Making it real awkward for me.
What about you?
I feel like it was sad, but kind of just like the extra predatory, like whether it's like super old men. I feel like, bro, my parents, I do have young parents, but still, it's just like, you're older than my dad. Like, what am I supposed to do with you? And then, like, even for the young men, it's just like over sexualizing. Like, hey, like, when you want to stop by, I'm not stopping by anywhere.
Exactly.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna come see you.
Well,
It's 9 o'clock.
Well,
10
with one
o'clock.
of these questions, we're probably about to figure out why guys keep doing this to y'all. Just what really quick, what's y'all's kinks? We'll start with you this time.
What's my
If you just
kink?
have one kink, if you want to be honest
what,
about it.
be specific when you say kink.
Like, you like a guy to like wrap you up like a ball during sex or something. I don't know. Like, I don't.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Put you in the
Like,
headlock.
some weird shit. Blumpkins. Nobody knows what that is. I hope
What?
nobody Googles it.
Gross.
Oh, you know what it is? Oh no. You shouldn't
I
know
don't
what
even
that
know
is.
what that-
I know what that is too.
What is
Can
it?
you
I only
explain?
know
Don't
because
worry about it. We're
Jackass.
not
Have you
gonna
ever
talk-
seen Jackass? Have
So
you ever
many
seen
of
Jackass
them.
with
With,
Johnny? What is his name? Johnny Knoxville and all them.
A blumpkin's when
Yes.
you're getting a blowjob while you're taking a shit.
Yes.
Oh, I
Oh
didn't
my
think that's
God.
what that was. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
that was
a
something
I
else.
knew
blumpkin.
that.
Never
I
mind.
knew that. I did.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh no, something else.
That's a kink. Do you have any kinks?
I like
Why do
being
you
bit
know
on my
that is,
neck.
Sergio? We'll come back to that. Why do
Good
you know
ones.
that is?
I'm a guy. I can do what I want.
I like getting bit on my neck.
Okay, that's a kink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
that's a kink. No. All right, what's a kink?
Spanked.
Spanked. Okay, that's normal.
Oh.
That's normal. People think this is weird, but I'm a foot person. I'm a foot person.
Oh, she got the foot
I
fetish,
I like,
guys.
but no, I like for a guy to like put my foot in his mouth because I have really tiny like girls.
Oh, she
So-
just said
You know
that.
what? I can't even.
No,
deny
but
you.
like
Me
really
too.
though, it's
Yeah.
something about like a guy like serving you in that way.
And my
like
feet are
it's some-
pretty.
That's
Like,
what I'm
they're so
saying.
cute
Yeah,
and
like I
pretty.
get it done.
It's
Like,
like-
yeah.
I know there's
exactly.
plenty of guys out there for that. Quentin
They're
Tarantino, I hope
sucking
you're
toes.
watching.
They're sucking toes. They are.
They
They're
are
sucking the
They are.
toes.
They are.
I'm
So
not
I
gonna
have a
lie.
gut feeling this has gone a lot further than just stuck in foots and mouths. You're into some dominatrix type shit, ain't you?
Anyways,
My
we're not
point
gonna,
exactly.
We're not gonna,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a
yeah.
woman. I do what I
I'm
want.
like,
What
I
is Sergio
definitely had
say?
my toes sucked, and it threw me off. I ain't gonna lie. I said, "What?"
You
the
talk closer.
fuck? Okay, I'm sorry.
So
It
what
threw me
kinks do
off.
you have though? If it's not that,
I ain't gonna lie. I like being choked,
you like being choked? Okay,
just not too hard.
not too hard. Don't die.
don't choke the hell out of you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Don't kill me.
Yeah, I would definitely say that the nibble on the neck, the blowing on the inner thigh, the choking, just a little bit. I ain't gonna go.
You're
too
giving
far.
a good secret with the blowing on the inner thigh.
Yes.
What kink for you?
I would say the foot thing and then the choking. Yeah. That's-
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Well, guys,
Also, hair pulling is.
y'all
kinda
gonna
nice.
find the perfect girl for y'all if you're into any of this weird shit.
Not weird.
Hey,
No.
Typical.
yeah, no, it's typical.
You
It's
haven't
just
put your girlfriend's foot in your
I'm
mouth?
super.
Hold on,
What's it
Sergio.
called? No, I've never put her foot in my mouth. No.
Hit her in missionary and put her foot in your mouth.
Yeah,
I'm
go
telling
suck
you.
them toes. No, seriously. You gotta be.
Look, he's
seductive.
thinking about it too. Look
No,
at him.
look, make eye contact. You gotta be looking at him. You gotta be looking at him.
I'm
when
gonna
you do
say.
it.
I'm gonna say.
You gotta be looking at it when you do it.
Yeah,
You gotta be
exactly.
looking
And you
all-
have to kiss the foot.
You gotta
Like,
kiss
can't
it. You
just,
gotta
like-
wake it. You
I
gotta work
thought
your
I
way
was
up.
giving y'all dating
No,
advice.
look,
I
you
thought
gotta-
this show was
you
me
know,
giving y'all
no,
dating
go
advice.
from the feet and then you kiss up the
Yeah,
legs.
yeah,
Then you blow on the
exactly.
inner thigh. and
Yeah,
you
real sensual.
Guys,
Oh, she
I
gonna
just-
be on the ring real soon.
I just want y'all to know though. She already begs for the ring, and
Oh,
I
she
don't
really
have
finna
and
be
I
like
don't
that.
have a hard sex life. So thank y'all for y'all's advice, but I don't need it.
They capping. Don't listen to shit that these females are saying.
Come on the next
Bros,
show talking
let me
about
tell
what
y'all
he
what.
doing.
Keep
Never
that shit
take-
simple and keep it doggy
Don't do
style.
it.
Bro,
Don't
it's
do
gonna
it.
keep it
Don't
pushing,
do it.
bro.
Don't do it, cause I'm gonna cuss you out.
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
cuss you out.
They
Then
fucking
I'm gonna
capping,
take
bro.
Doggy
control.
style, I'm gonna cuss you
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna take control.
That's how you get
yeah.
blocked.
Exactly.
Y'all are
That's how you get
ridiculous.
blocked.
Okay, guys, I need to know and be fucking honest with this one because I know how y'all are. I know how y'all be. Be honest. This is the one question that y'all, other than the other ones that y'all already probably lied about, y'all really want to lie about this one. Have you had sex on the first date?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you had sex on the first date?
On the first date, no, but I met someone in a bar and then did.
That's the same
yes.
thing. Yeah. Yeah. If
Is
it's
that a
the-
date?
Well, like,
No,
well,
that's
like
not
that's
the
the like. I'm asking the question for if you've had sex on the first date or just the first time you meet somebody. So yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but it was a girl. Does
Okay.
that matter?
Does it matter?
It was a girl.
That doesn't matter.
So
What
so
about
no,
that?
but no guys got it on the
No.
first time.
No.
No.
No. Okay. Now I want to know how many days till a man can have sex with you that you're like guys that you're trying to date right now. How long do you make them wait?
I would say I'd at least try to make it to 3 dates.
3 dates?
I know that's kind of.
Is that like a month or two, something like that?
It depends.
Yeah, but
you
just
can
3
have-
dates.
You can keep seeing a person and really like the person and keep going out with them. So, the person I'm talking to right now, I actually been known him for about 4 months and got serious with him. I think for about 2 months. I was like, oh, I really kind of like you. You know what I mean? So I would say yeah.
About 3 dates or
3
2
dates
months.
And, yeah.
Okay.
Man,
Mhm.
take them to 3 different spots in one night, bros. That's it. Let's wrap this shit up. Let's get to the point.
Real fast.
Real quick. What about you?
I mean, so I've been emotionally like talking to someone virtually over the phone. We've been talking for like 3 months.
What did you meet
And
him at?
then we he slid into LinkedIn. Actually,
That's smart.
I
Okay.
know,
Guys,
Yo,
you gotta
yo.
spread your net, man.
Professionally
Bro,
shoot your
spread your
shot.
net,
I
guys.
swear to God, like for like 3 years ago, I texted my homeboy. I was like, "Yo, these baddies on LinkedIn look better than on Instagram." I swear to God.
Guys,
Yeah,
I guess guys use LinkedIn because it works.
it does.
Okay, so yeah, but
But
how long do you
normally-
think you want to make a guy wait right now?
typically at least a couple dates, like probably 5 dates. So it could be
Couples 2 to 5, anywhere 2 to 5.
probably 3 to 5.
3 to
dates.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Right now, I have, and they're gonna eat me up about this, but I don't care. 90 days.
90 days. Yeah. No, I've been watching the shows.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll say a few dates, I guess.
A few dates,
Yeah.
like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe longer, maybe not.
Yeah. It just
Feel like
depends.
it depends on the vibe. Like,
So like you'll let a guy on the first date if he's good enough.
okay, no, not.
Well, you've done it before.
Okay.
But so why not again? You know.
It's not a common thing.
But
I was
if he's
younger.
really a good guy or if you really like him, you would. You gotta be special, guys. Yeah.
It
gotta be
takes
special.
a lot to be special in my eyes.
Okay.
so.
What about you?
I would definitely agree with the 90 days. I would say my ideal would be 3 months, but I'm still like a very, feel the vibe, like,
Mhm.
but that doesn't happen often,
Yeah.
to just be.
What about you? How long do you want to wait?
I wouldn't say like a certain amount of days or time. It just depends on the dates, how it's been going, and if I really, really like that guy.
Okay.
Depends on the connection.
Yeah.
On the vibe, guys. It's the vibe. All right. So now I want to know though, for the 4 right here, y'all have had sex with a guy on the first date before, or you've done like the first time thing, but you're gonna make guys for now on wait, and that's an issue. Because the thing is that if you have guys that really like you, and they really care about you, you're gonna make them wait whenever the guys that weren't serious with you or the guys that weren't good men, you didn't make them wait. So it's super unfair to do something like that. And like the biggest problem when you do something like this, ladies, like for just y'all, is that you're literally pigeonholing yourself to the simps. Because the guys that are gonna wait 30, 60, 90 days, they're not getting no fucking play from anybody else. And that's fine. If you want a simp, if you want a normal guy, because like I know that there's tons of those average guys out there that y'all can grab. There's tons of them. And a lot of them, they really not getting no play and they would wait the 90 days or whatever. But I guarantee you're gonna see features later on that you don't like. He's gonna do something that you're not gonna like, and you're like, this fucking simp. And the reason why is because that's what he is if he's waiting that long. He has no other options. So like, and y'all inherently like the guys that have more options. Usually, y'all inherently like the guys that are better looking or whatever it is that want to do it on the first night. And the thing is, you have that burning, genuine desire in your heart for somebody whenever you sleep with them earlier. And I can understand if a girl always mates. If y'all have always made guys wait 30 days or something like that, I completely get it because you've never had burning, genuine desire within earlier than 30 days. But the ones that have had sex on the first night or on the first date, y'all have had burning, genuine desire for somebody and y'all had it immediately. So you can't put it, if you try to do that with these other men, you're just wasting your time is all I'm trying to say. Like, don't try to date those guys because I guarantee you after 30, 60, 90 days, you're going to be like, well, it's just a waste of time. You can go ahead.
Sergio, what about the guys that are like, they make it seem like they're waiting, but like Hink, we talked about this on like the podcast not that long ago, like they're fucking someone else in the meantime.
Yeah.
But they're playing like they're waiting for you. So they're emotionally invested in you and they're waiting physically to see if you guys are physically compatible. But in the meantime, they're knocking down who they were before.
Yeah.
Guys do that all the time. So
Yeah.
they might not be simps, but like, and they have someone else that they might have been fucking before you, but they want to see if you might be emotionally or like more compatible with them and they're waiting on the sex.
That's a good point. But what I worry about with those guys is that they're going to do something that I've done a lot. And I know a lot of guys that do this. You make us like it's usually if they make you wait, it ain't.
Resentful.
Well, no, if they make you wait, it's not worth the wait.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
resentful,
and so next thing you know, you waited 60, 90 days. And as soon as you smash, you're out and you never talk to them again.
resentful. It's
Yeah,
called resentment.
yeah. And like, well, it's just because if you wait 90 days, all it is some wizard sleeve or some shit. It's just like, goddamn, like
What
I
the
thought
hell
I
is
was
a
gonna,
wizard
I
sleeve?
thought this was gonna be the golden.
What is a wizard
I just want you to
sleeve?
picture a wizard wizard sleep in your head, and then you should have a good idea of what I'm talking
Like
about.
Opie?
trying to get a
Like
rabbit
Opie?
out of a hat.
I wish I had the noise for
I'm
this one
fucking
because
crying.
Borat's the one who said wizard sleep the first time.
It's
I
the
know
roast
I don't
beef,
know.
the
Yeah, it's a
auditorium
roast
curtain.
beef.
Can I?
It's just a roast beef. It just means that like a lot of women think their vagina is golden, is just the golden pussy, you know, like the golden vagina. And like next thing you know, you waited 69 days and, it's like
just
the
not hitting
wackest
on
it's ever
what,
been.
Yeah, it's not hitting on what
Yeah,
it's supposed
and so
to.
that's why personally,
Posting up
I
clarity
would.
though for you guys is
Yeah.
real too.
Yeah, well, like the big thing is for me, like if y'all want to, like I'm not the most successful, I'm not the most attractive, I'm not any of those things. I'm not saying I am,
Mhm.
but if you want a guy that's a good relationship person or gets girls, like they don't have a hard time getting girls, they're going to do what I do. Whereas if the girl makes me wait 69 days, I'm gonna smash. I'm not gonna talk to them, or I'm just not even gonna wait. I'm only gonna do it 30 days because I know she doesn't
they
have.
lose patience.
Well, the
They
thing
get
is that
pissed.
I know she doesn't have burning, genuine desire for me.
Yeah.
And why would I waste my time on women that don't have burning, genuine desire for me?
Right, because you're gonna be chasing the whole
Yes.
relationship.
And,
right.
and y'all gotta understand, like you might feel really bad if you give it up on the first date or do something like that. And it is a horrible thing if it's with the wrong guy. I completely and so it's all about how good you're vetting and stuff like that. But yeah, I totally think that this is the weird balance. I've been thinking about this a lot the past few days. It's really hard for y'all as women to find that balance.
Ask the hard questions immediately. That's what
Yeah.
I say, like hardball.
That's
Go
what
in
I
it
yeah,
like
that's
an
what I
interview.
think too.
Like ask them the questions that they're gonna be like, what the a guy will run the questions they tell you not to ask as women, ask them immediately.
Yeah, because
And
they'll
if they
run away.
run away. Exactly.
It's like what I told you about the
Exactly.
savings
And
thing
if
on
he's
our
not
first show.
scared
Yeah.
of it, then he's gonna meet your it's like a negotiating a deal. He's gonna meet you where you're at in your terms.
Yeah.
And he's gonna want to do it.
I'm really happy you're doing that now, though, because yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell these
I've been
girls. You
doing
got to
that,
do
though.
you got to ask about their savings. You got to ask about
What's your credit
everything.
score?
Credit score. You got to do all that
Hey,
shit,
if
man.
we were
Gotta do it.
married and we were about to get a divorce, what you want to do? Like
Yeah.
they're like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but
girl?
the guys, who are
Yes.
but if the guys,
second
but the shitty guys will filter themselves. They'll instantly be like, oh, she's this serious? Fuck no, I'm
Yeah,
out.
they're like, I'm just
But
trying
like-
to. Hey, you need to
and
go find your husband. 'cause I'm
But
not
a
your
guy
husband.
with
They
a
tell you
good
that.
savings, a guy with a good credit score, what do? We brag about it.
yeah,
I brag
yeah.
to everybody. On
They're
my
like, "Oh, that's
first
not
date
no
with my
problem."
girl. On
Yeah,
my
this is
first
not
date
a
with my
problem.
girl, I was bragging to her about everything that I had going for me in my life because she needs to know straight up, right up front, my value. I'm not gonna sit here and play games for months. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm worth, how good I am, what I do, all this type of stuff. And most guys don't do that, so you gotta ask. You gotta ask.
Immediately too.
Yeah, no, good job with that.
Hey, before we continue, chat, go ahead and get the likes up for us, please.
Yeah, and we're about to read super chats in just a second when we get to
also-
phase 2, guys. Go
I
ahead.
have a question really quickly too, as
Yeah.
far as like, okay, so like my instance where I had sex with the guy on the first date, we had been talking for like 2 weeks because he had a work trip out of town.
Yeah.
So his schedule literally like he couldn't take me on a date sooner than that. So in the meantime, we ended up going on like a virtual date and stuff like that. And then by the time that we had seen each other like almost 3 weeks later, obviously we had developed a like and we
bond,
ended up
yeah.
having
Bond,
sex.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was great. And we stayed together for like 7-8 months after that.
Yeah, that's really good. You can do something virtually too, because I mean, I preach against that, but we have to do that these days to find
Yeah,
a good
because our
person.
schedules too.
And this is another thing
Yeah.
I've been trying to teach guys lately is like for a guy, we have to go and talk to 10,000 girls because like you already have to talk to 100 girls just to get one date usually as a guy. So you have to spread your net like crazy, but to find a good girl, a girl that's actually relationship material, she has burning desire for you and she's a good girl. She's actually relationship material and she has burning desire for you. That's a 1 in 10,000 chance. It is literally that hard for a man. And it's the same for women. Y'all got a 1 in 10,000 chance too, but the difference is y'all have to filter 10,000 guys. Y'all have to filter and figure out which ones are the good ones, which ones aren't. Like we're both like men are in a shitty situation, women are in a shitty situation. Y'all are both. And then the problem is though, if you stay single for too long, if the guys can't get pussy for fucking 10, 15 years, what do they end up doing? Hating women. They end up hating women because they couldn't get it. They're resentful. And what happens to women if y'all fuck with the wrong guys for 10, 15 years?
You get a baby daddy.
You end up with a baby daddy or you hate men. And all men are this and all men are that. So we need to be careful and make sure that we filter really good. As women, y'all got to filter really good those 10,000. And as guys, you got to fucking get your ass out there because there's a lot of women you got to talk to. Now I want to know, guys, how do you compliment the perfect successful man? I'm talking about a very successful guy, like a guy that, has everything going for him. How do you compliment him in the relationship? Like what do you bring to the table kind of? We'll start with you this time.
Just from like learning from my mom and stuff. She's very big on it was funny that you brought it up, like the passive incomes or different ways to. So I feel like I can always teach a man that aspect of life, and anytime I bring it up, like dating anybody, they're like, "Wow, you actually know about that?" And I'm like, actually.
It's kind of
Even it
helping him be
surprised me.
more secure in y'all's
Yeah.
future,
Mhm.
like y'all's security for the future.
Yeah, so it's not just like I feel like a lot of men who look at me initially, it's just like, oh, she's pretty. Oh, I like what she physically brings to the table, but I also have like that hustler's mindset, so I can also bring that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What about
Like
you?
if you were to bring that, then we're going to invest that in something bigger, you know, the organization, and just taking that further than where it needs to go.
Okay.
Definitely the balance.
So you would be the same though. You would bring that to the table for the perfect successful guy.
I would definitely say balance and just organization, you know, to keep things flowing, keep things going.
Wherever he's missing, you're gonna fill in.
I'm going to fill in. I'm going to make life easier.
Like if he sucks at laundry, you're gonna take care of the laundry.
Exactly. I'm going to make life easier. You know, if his schedule included him waking up, you know, having his morning shake or whatever, I'm going to go ahead and have that ready. Whether, you know, it's, you know, having his clothes ready, having his lunch ready, whatever's going to make life easier.
Compliment him perfectly.
Exactly.
Okay. And how do you compliment the perfect successful man?
I'm like very similar to what she said. Like again, my job and his job, our jobs are to make our lives easier. So wherever I need to fill in at, whether that's again waking you up, getting your shake ready, doing housework, motivating you, investing in our future, whatever it is, like I'm very well rounded anyway.
Okay.
Not to brag.
Well, it sounds like y'all are all really coachable
Yeah,
and like willing to fall into your role, and that's really good, guys. How do you compliment the perfect successful man?
I just really quickly but I want to compliment that, because that is something that a lot of modern women like are lacking now, is that whole like servitude attitude, or wanting to like serve and become a part of a man's like plan and routine. And then that leads me into what I add. Which is definitely that, like, I can get behind someone's plan, someone who has real plan, vision, and action behind that plan for himself. I am a team player, so I am behind my man 110% if he has a plan, execution, and everything like that for us and our family.
Guys, we got a bunch of coachable women on the panel.
100%. Could you ask them what their, I guess, quote unquote, perfect man is?
Yeah. Let me just get through these last two people, and then we'll ask what y'all what the perfect man is to y'all. How do you compliment the perfect successful man?
Yeah. So the other day I went on a date, and I don't always pay. I mean, this was after a couple dates, but I paid for a dinner that was like pretty expensive, and that man was like, "Wow, nobody has ever done that for me." Like doing small stuff like that, and he was like, "Holy shit!" Like that was like $400 dinner, and you actually did that. I was like, I don't know, I care about you, and like there's only a certain amount of people that I do that for, but every once in a while, like doing small things like that, showing gestures that like you can take care of yourself, and also like
everything else.
Yeah, like doing those nice gestures. I think men don't always get that. So
This is the LinkedIn guy.
This is the LinkedIn guy.
Sometimes for some reason I feel like that kind of shows like when we went on our first day, it was very expensive. I didn't want her to pay for half of it at all, but her just trying to kind of showed you must really like me, or you must like it kind of showed a hint into the genuine desire before we even slept with each other.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think is a really like maybe y'all might want to say that, but you don't even mean it. Like it's kind of a test. Like you want to kind of see what he does, like his reaction, because he's either going to react and be super thankful and be like, wow, this girl's like really different, or he's going to react and be like, oh no, I'm going to take care of it because I'm a man. Either way, it's a good answer depending on. But if he acts in a very insecure way, he's like, oh
that's
no,
masculine.
yeah,
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
They're like, you're in your masculine.
Yeah, it can be a negative though. You do need to know that some men. It looks like, but I will
don't
honestly
expect me to do that all the time. But
yeah, but like, would you not? But be honest if you can. Even though you asked that to 20 dudes, okay, honestly, would you not want most of them to be like, no, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it? Like would you not, like, in the back of your mind you kind of hope that they're just going to take care of it because it just kind of proves their value a little bit more?
I mean, yeah, I
just
wouldn't,
a little bit.
I wouldn't be mad if they did that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it just looks better. It looks better in my opinion. I just think, like, not saying that guy looks really bad. You might still like him a lot, but I just think it looks better if you still do it, even when she tries, you know? What about you? How are you going to compliment the perfect man?
Wait, say that again.
Compliment him. So, like, what are you going to bring to the table to perfectly be complementary to what he does if he's very successful and he's good at making money and he does all that stuff perfectly?
I would say actively listening and learning the person, because I feel like men are constantly going through a lot of different things that they don't really talk about. So if your partner or your spouse is talking, I would say actively listening and learning what this person is showing you. Like maybe he might not like something, and you can make that space feel more comfortable. So I definitely think actively listening to men, because sometimes as women I feel like we're just like, it's all about us, but men do have feelings, even though they don't express them the same way as we might. I think that actively listening and then learning and then executing what you learned from what you seen.
That was a really good answer. Yeah. No, that's really good. Yeah, because you can try your hardest to just guess what they want, but asking is the greatest thing you can actually do.
Hey, Sergio, let's go ahead and get through these. Get
Oh
caught up
yeah,
on super chats.
yeah. We were about to hit phase 2 anyway. So yeah, go ahead.
All right. So we got
Michael Mitro. Thank you so much for throwing the ones, boy. How would we got another one from the Hollow Turtle? What's up, bro? I thank you for throwing in money this time, man. $10. How would you interact with a guy who does not know his love languages? How would you interact with a guy who does not know his love languages?
It's always
Help
a
him find 'em?
learning- Yeah, it's always a
There's
learning
a quiz.
experiences. Even me, I've been learning to like physical touch was last bottom of the barrel love language for me. Like even outside of relationships, I know I have a little brother, and that was his love language. And I know he had like a conversation with mom. He was like, "My sister doesn't love me," and I'm like, I do. I just don't like to be touched. Like you always want to be under me. So now I'm like sitting on the couch just next to him, and he's just like, "Yeah, my big sister loves me," and I'm just
Man, don't make him a titty baby. Don't
so
do that.
just like learning to express and teach others how to love each other in the way.
I can't
that you
imagine
like
having
be
to teach a
loved.
guy with his. How would you interact with a guy who does not know his love language?
I mean, I would definitely say, help him figure him out. I'm an educator, so
Yeah, you got to
we
find it.
teach you something, you teach me, we learn from each other.
Okay.
But would you respect a man that you have to teach that too?
Some people don't, some people really just don't know. Like some people were never taught, or they've never had that example, or they just actually
Maybe
just
teaching
genuinely
love
don't
is
know.
okay, but teaching them how to like mow the lawn isn't okay, But something emotional, maybe a guy will let a woman do that. What about you? How would you interact with a guy who does not know his love language?
So again, it is a quiz, so I'll send you the link. Figure it out. Like
Okay, yeah, find out what
I
you
mean,
are.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you interact with a guy who does not know his love language?
I'm actually certified in the 5 love languages.
Oh,
So
okay.
Gary
Ooh.
Chapman is the guy who writes the book, and I was a chaplain assistant when I was in the military.
wow.
And so we would help save people's marriages at like marriage retreats by making them take the love language quiz.
So there you go. Very nice.
But if you don't know, and he's not a guy that's open to like taking quizzes or like
figuring
he's like
himself
that guy.
out.
He's like that guy that's like, I'm taking a quiz.
I don't have no love language.
Right, just pay attention to the things that he likes.
Yeah.
Like guys are really simple creatures. So if he's like, all right, I just want some head, I want a sandwich, and I want you to shut up.
Obviously,
You're
it's
like,
physical,
okay,
and
this is what you like. Yeah,
it's easy. Yeah, you
exactly.
learn real quick.
Yeah, I think like doing small tests is really important. Like, and asking them, hey, do you like gifts? What makes you tick? Like, getting into those nitty gritty questions and asking them, like, do you like to be touched in public? Do you not? Like, when you're first dating, I think it's really appropriate to ask them those questions and to pull them out, and also so that they get to know you better too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. What about you? How would you interact with a guy who doesn't know his love language?
I think the same way, like asking questions or actively listening, because normally people express what they want, and when they talk, like normally you'll like snitch on yourself, like
Self-snitching.
I like this, or I like to get my nails done every Thursday. You know what I mean? So guys naturally will do that too.
Yeah,
So
just about
I
their own
think
shit.
just to listen to the person, and then you can connect with them by doing surprise things to complement what you heard from them.
You've learned a lot about listening. I feel like since the last show and stuff, you're really on point with wanting to
That's
listen.
good, though,
Yeah, it's
really.
it's
That's
good that
like
you're
the
working
great
on that.
quality.
What's another one that we got? What's y'all's astrology sign? $2 from Tiro. Thank you, bro. We'll start with you. Astrology sign.
I'm a July Leo.
Okay.
July Leo.
I am the end of the Leo, start of the Virgo. Leo,
Okay.
Virgo, cusp.
Oh, okay.
Virgo.
I'm a Pisces.
You ain't no virgin though.
I'm a Pisces. I'm on the cusp, but no, I'm a full ass Pisces.
Okay.
Yes.
What about you?
I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
I'm
What
just
about
the same as you, Leo, Virgo. I could say
What-
that.
I'm a
Definitely.
Scorpio, you know.
Oh, you can see it. You can
Yeah.
see it in
Yeah,
her.
no, seriously. Like, just calm,
Oh,
cool,
no.
collected.
They
So
can just see it in each other, guys.
it's insane. I have a question. So, would you discount a man for being like the wrong like sign?
Hell yeah.
Guys, just don't ever tell them your damn sign, guys. We gotta keep preaching this
figure it
until
out,
everybody like
don't worry.
Rod. What's Rod got with the
I'll
the
look at his
5?
driver's
Question for the
license.
ladies: what do you do when you break a nail on the date? That's a unique
What?
question. If
I
you
don't
break a
care.
nail on the date, do you not care? Do you care?
No.
No, you don't care?
Right.
You don't care?
Just go
I've
get it
never done
fixed.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Wait, you care?
No.
No, you don't care.
No.
Rod, they don't give a
After-
shit if they break a
Rod.
nail. Hey, thank you though, bro. Bassett with the $2. Ladies, how can you make yourself more feminine? That's a good one actually. We're gonna start with you this time. How can you make yourself more feminine?
I think definitely watching YouTube, I have learned a lot. I'm a student at YouTube University, like because I'm not masculine, but I'm like kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of straightforward. So like learning the different parts of what it takes to be feminine, because some women just got it, you know what I mean? Some women are just like a soft butterfly and they just float, you know. But I'm not that type of woman. I'm more relatable. I have a lot of male friends, so like learning how to be a more feminine is like YouTube University for me.
Okay, that's
What content creator are you actually watching?
Oh, Bella Bars, that's my girl.
Bella
She's
Bars.
a rapper.
Who?
She's a rapper. Her name is Love Your Natural on YouTube. She's a rapper, but like she's like learned a lot. She's relatable to me, so I watch people that I'm relatable to because, like, obviously, I
Yeah.
want to be like relating to somebody that I can actually see myself looking like this person, or like, you know, having the same similar journeys.
Yeah.
So she talks about a lot of different things like dating and how to be soft and what's the best response, because sometimes as women we don't know what to say to men. Like and I can be hard. Y'all see I'm blocking people left and right, like,
Yeah.
you know. So
And sometimes your
I just,
automatic response is really masculine, like the
Yes.
natural one, you know. And I really think that's because the women were put into and forced into like the working role. And once you become a working woman, you start having habits that you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Like they're embedded in your brain. That's who you are. Like there ain't no getting rid of it. You can try really hard to train yourself, you know, to get better and stuff, but yeah, at the end of the day, you're just kind of playing damage control. Like you're always just trying to make yourself more feminine, even though you're naturally super masculine, you know. But yeah, but there's a lot of guys that have to do the same shit. They're naturally super masculine, but the society has pushed them into femininity. So next thing you know, like there's like guys have the same fucking issue, you know. So don't feel weird about it.
Yeah, mine's probably hanging out with more females. Like I'm like you, have a lot of male friends, and I'm always like doing sports, working out. Like, but I think it's important to have that core group of women, maybe 3, 4. It doesn't have to be a ton of women that you rely on. You talk about feminine things with, and I think for me, I know I could do that better because I have more male friends than I do girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can you make yourself more feminine?
Are y'all ready? This is for everybody. And I'm giving y'all a little dropping a dime. Go and get a service done for yourself. So I'm not talking about like going and getting your nails done and stuff like that, but like receiving a massage, going on a date with somebody that you really like. That requires you to be in your feminine energy because they're serving you. So in order to learn how to serve, you have to be on the receiving end, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be open to being that vulnerable, being that open. So if you haven't ever gone and gotten like a hot oil massage and like, you know, a deep tissue, go do it. You're receiving a service. It's you fully vulnerable, fully relaxed, and you're receiving it.
Guys, don't simp for that bullshit. Do not do that.
No, guys don't do
No,
that.
it's
No,
for the
I'm
ladies.
not talking about guys don't do that.
It was a good answer for the
No,
ladies.
ladies, go do that because a lot
It
of
was
the
a really
time
good one for the
we
ladies.
don't receive. We're not receiving in our day-to-day lives because we're providing for ourselves because we've been forced to do that. So receiving teaches you how to. It reminds you of how to be able to receive and like
it'll teach you how to give, too,
Exactly,
also.
exactly.
Question about that. How does that benefit a man?
What do you mean? If
How
a-
does you getting treated yourself benefit a man? I know you said it's
because a lot of modern women, we're very prideful. So like a lot of the time, like a lot of women are very like, I'm Miss Independent. I don't need a man for anything, this, and that. So it makes us a lot of the time like treat guys like shit. It makes us kind of like push them off or treat them like they're disposable. It makes us less vulnerable and less open to receiving or feeling like they're play any importance or service in our life, and we don't want to serve them back because we're just like we don't even want to get vulnerable enough to allow them to show us that.
And I could understand this. Like women are lacking vulnerability like a motherfucker today, and like that's definitely
A
true.
lot of masculinity.
But like it's just crazy because I would never think of that, but that is a way to become more vulnerable for sure. Um, and now I want to, or wait, yeah, hot ladies, how can you make yourself more feminine?
I feel like being a little less independent because I'm very independent. I can do for myself. I provide for myself. I don't not like I don't need a man because at the end of the day I'm a woman. Like
You want one?
we're supposed to mate with
Yeah.
a man, whatever. So for me, being a little less independent and less prideful,
Okay.
definitely prideful. But yeah.
Okay.
I would definitely agree. Just allowing people to make life easier for me. I think I'm always the one making life easier for everyone else, like being that person that everybody calls on. So just allowing people to do for me and having, that balance. Just because I feel like, I was forced, to, kind of step up at a younger age. Like I've been working 2 jobs since high school. So just, allowing people to actually come in and do for me. Like I'm more of the one always doing for
Yeah.
others. Yeah.
All the women are having the masculinity issue. What about you? What can you do to make yourself more feminine?
Um, I feel like it's the same, like being independent, just because I was raised in a single parent household,
Yeah.
seeing my mom step up. So I always feel like I'm always trying to do what she did, but in the end, I can always exude more femininity in the end.
Yeah. You gotta remember your environment is your destiny. Everything around you is gonna make you who you are. So yeah,
Let's go to phase 2, and then we'll save this question after.
yeah.
the next couple.
I'll get you after this next phase, bro. Now I just need to know really quick what's y'all's political affiliation? Dem or Republican?
I'm
Dem or Rep?
undecided.
Undecided.
Yeah.
Dem or Rep? Undecided. Dem or Rep?
Undecided.
Undecided. Dem or Rep?
What is it when you bounce between the two? Like
Just
you
you can just say centered.
Neutral?
Yeah, center.
You
Yeah.
can say centered. There's a new party that I'm promoting. That's
Isn't it, like,
Andrew.
independent?
It's Andrew Yang. He's doing the Forward Party, which is supposed to be a centered
I'm
party.
definitely more like on the conservative end, but some of my social
I've never see
issues-
that
No.
for you. Yeah, no, because I know what kind of friends you have and stuff. I'm very like, are you
But
really
on the social ends, like
on the social issues? You're more Democrat.
Yeah.
But on financial and just like like other political things, you'd say you're actually conservative.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Undecided.
Undecided.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we're gonna switch over to the preference questions now. What's your political affiliation preference? Like, what are you looking for in the guy that you want to find? Do you care?
It really just depends because I know it changes. Like, so I really just look at what everybody like is going for.
It
What
just
are their
depends what's
views.
going on at the
Yeah.
time.
Yes, what's going on in the
Okay.
current time.
And what about you? Here, turn it a little bit if you can. What about you? What are you looking for? Just it doesn't matter. Just depends what the time is, right?
Right, because different parties sometimes have different mindsets. So kind of what's going on in
You'll
today's
stay
life.
open for the guy.
Right, optimistic.
What about you?
Same.
Oops.
I'm not gonna judge you for either one. Just be educated and like let me know your reasoning behind whichever party you do support,
Mhm.
so I can have a more understanding of like
Of
what
why.
you are. Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for?
A guy with any kind of political affiliation. I feel like people don't have it nowadays.
Yeah, you can go. You can go.
It's what you were saying about like, well, like not what you're saying, but like what everybody's kind of said, undecided. So
Yeah.
the fact that someone even has the passion to have a political affiliation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm definitely looking for a more conservative person. Like I know you don't know this about me, but I grew up in a super religious household. I'm from the South. Like there's certain financial things that I would like to strive for, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I think it would just depend on like what's going on too. Like what they believe in and what side they're on.
Okay.
Of those beliefs.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So now we're gonna go into. Y'all have already all answered that one, so I don't really think we need to do that one. I've answered most of these, so we'll go on to the funner ones. I want to know how y'all normally are sourcing for dating. Are you finding guys on Instagram, dating apps, or cold approach?
Hey, let's start with Meech, please.
Yeah, we'll start with Meech actually. Yeah.
Okay, great. So at first I was like on dating sites, and then I was like, hold on, you're too cute to be on dating sites. Like I watched something that was like attractive people don't need to be on dating sites, and I was like,
That
you
was
know
me that
what?
says it all the time.
Yes.
I say it
was
all the
like,
time.
you know what? You're right. So honestly, I got off my dating sites. That was like what, 3 or 4
You can talk a
months
little bit
ago.
closer if you can.
Oh, I got off my dating sites about 3 or 4 months ago, and I've been doing fine. Like people, I think it's cool when somebody does walk up to you and like, "What's up with you? Can I get your number?" Even though everybody doesn't get the shot, it's still cool to
The
like,
vibe is different, huh?
yeah, to be approached. You feel like, oh, I'm beautiful. I look beautiful today. You know, somebody came up to me, they want my number, they want to take me out. I think it's sweet.
Yeah, it's just different. What about you? How are you normally sourcing?
So you got rid of the dating app right whenever you started dating the dude that you're talking to right now?
No, I had got rid of the dating app, I would say a month before I started talking to him.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, it was about a month. I did do like 30 days of celibacy. I
Oh,
was
okay.
good. I was like, yeah, I'm doing good. I got rid of the dating app, and I had already known him as a friend, so it was like cool. It kind of worked out.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the cold approach. I do have dating sites, but I get overwhelmed. Like,
I want to know which
hate
one
it.
you
I only have Bumble
okay.
right now.
So, but which one do you like the most, or like which one do you end up actually liking the guys the most from? Cold approach, dating apps,
Cold
or
approach.
cold
Yeah,
approach?
I mean, I don't like texting and like having those short comments. So,
Ends up just making it hard.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's why I always tell people. So good. And what about you? How do you normally source for dating, and which one's your favorite source too?
Yeah, I would say definitely like the cold. I guess it's cold approach in person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in person, like guys in my field. I really like guys in my field because I know where their head is kind of at and some of their aspiration goals or where they're
True.
kind of headed. And
Mhm.
so I feel like they have an easier time understanding me
Mhm.
because we're in this like a similar field. We kind of maybe have like a lot of agreements on a lot of things. So I'll meet guys out and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I'm not really taking them seriously when I meet them out at bars or places like that. I'm taking them more seriously when I meet them at like I went to a black tech conference. And
Yeah, I saw that.
was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
where's my husband at?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so
That's-
stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, what's funny is like it's so weird when it comes to work relationships because like it's kind of frowned upon. Like you're not supposed to be hitting on people at your job, but at the same
So
time,
not work necessarily, but like
the
mixed
same
or
field,
social
though.
yeah, like social.
but
events,
you would just be
yeah.
surprised how many. The
Like
reason why I was
LinkedIn.
talking about it because like my dad met my stepmom. They both work
At
for the
work?
federal government. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like that's how they ended up, meeting. And it's just you'd be surprised how many good relationships come from workplace relationships. But also you have the work boyfriends and the work husbands and all that type of shit that also happens at workplaces. So cheating happens too because of workplaces,
Definitely.
So yeah, you got to be careful with that. No, so yeah, so now for y'all, how do y'all normally source for dating? And then is dating apps, Instagram, or cold approach? And of those three, which one do you like the most? Like when the guys come up from that source, you actually take them seriously usually.
So for me, I'd rather you approach me in person. Don't hit me on Instagram. Don't no social media. Like I would prefer that. Like
Yeah, you
have I
you,
talked
you
to
you like the
somebody?
cold approach
Yeah.
guys more.
I'd rather have the cold approach. But
Okay.
again, I feel like if you're looking at me on Instagram, you probably like, oh, she cute. You just want to fuck. That's
Yeah.
how I'm viewing it.
Yeah.
Like that's just me.
What about you?
I agree with the cold approach because it takes a lot of courage as well, like to build that up. And,
Obviously,
you know,
he's a confident man if he's doing
Right,
it.
exactly.
So it automatically weeds out the 90% of losers real quick.
Exactly.
And, what about you? If you had to choose, or like of those three, which one do you like the most, and which one happens the most for you? I guess.
The cold approach and the cold approach.
That's you like it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's why I teach you all the time, man. Cold approach is king. Stop fucking with Instagram and dating apps. It's
And
not worth it.
a lot of people think, that you're catfish like from social media. So when you see it in person, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
Oh,
don't
okay.
like the
You make it look
apps.
this
Is
good.
because
Oh.
Okay.
it's usually catfishing. Like it's just that's why I started this show because I wanted to be able to show guys, hey, this is what these girls look like right now on this panel. There's no catfishing. If you watch an episode from a month ago and you go slide in her DMs and try to take her on a date, she's gonna look like exactly what she looked like in that video a month ago. Like the dating is ridiculous. All right, so now I want to know, Android or iPhone, real quick. Android or iPhone, doesn't matter.
iPhone. I don't like green messages.
Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
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 I gotta be iPhone.
Stop playing.
I mean, I work in tech, so we use Androids a lot, but iPhone preference for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like iPhone. iPhone's
Well,
fine.
I don't even need to ask this question anymore because I already convinced all of my guy friends to get the iPhone. Donnie, shout out
Daddy
to
over
you.
here punching the air right now.
Donnie's already switching over in 2 weeks. He's the
Man,
last one of the
Fuck
group.
y'all. I'm still Android gang.
Never mind.
All right, so now I want to know. I want to wait for her to get back, so we'll ask on this side first. Hopefully, she'll be back because I really want to ask her this one. Does a guy's Instagram make or break him? Would you date a guy with no social media? So does his Instagram make or break him? Like if you are like doing good, and then all of a sudden you see his Instagram, and it can completely ruin everything?
You have a personal story? Like,
I would say it doesn't make or break him, but I know sometimes I'll see somebody in person and I'll be like,
But has
I'll have to
it
show
made
her
or
and be
break it
like-
before? Has it messed it up before?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
But I'll show her and be like, okay, this is not what he looks like in person. Like, this is just his Instagram.
Because a lot of guys aren't really photogenic, and it's like,
Or they don't.
Yeah, 90% of them don't know how to make a good
or
Instagram.
they don't have friends who
Take
like
good
how
pictures
we,
of you?
pay
The
attention
ones
to
that do know
details
how
and-
to scare me though.
Right.
Thank you,
Like, why are
thank you.
so good at it?
Wait, so would you date a guy with no social media?
I mean, in this day and time, it's so hard for somebody to be like, I don't have any socials at all, like even Facebook at this point. But I know with some social medias I don't have, so I don't judge.
You okay? Does a guy's Instagram make or break him? And then would you date a guy with no social?
It doesn't make or break, and I would date a guy with no social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Instagram make or break a guy? And would you date a guy with no social media?
It don't make or break, and I would definitely date a guy with no social media.
Okay. Have you ever had an Instagram make or break it for you? And would you date a guy with no social media?
Hell yeah, I've dated a guy that has like Instagram and he's thirsty like on Instagram. Like that was so embarrassing. And then it's more embarrassing when they're getting rejected in their DMs. You're like, bro, like not only are you out here like shooting your shot at everybody, but no one is saying yes. Like, please
They're just
stop.
all leaving
Please
them on
stop.
red.
Deactivate now.
Okay.
So iPhone or green bubbles?
Oh yeah, we didn't ask her that one.
So
huh?
actually, we just talked about this, but like I like older guys. So for me, like I like me a
She
like
likes the
a
green bubbles.
uncle with like an Android on the
Hey,
side of
oh,
his hip. Like, you know what I'm
no.
saying?
Not
Like, go ahead.
Not the hip phone.
Clip that phone back
Pocket
in that
dial.
little like
Oh my
thing,
God.
baby. Go ahead. Cause
So would you date a guy with no social media then?
I actually have. So like a guy that I dated who was like 40, 41, it was one of the best relationships I ever had because he was so seasoned and so mature and everything like that. He had no social media whatsoever, and I love that. I was like, he does not know a clue. I'm over here talking about the shade room, and he's like, look, baby, you gonna have to like pull that article something up because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
So
It's
does,
a red flag for me if they don't have social media, only because I think it's PTSD. I've had somebody before who had a whole family.
What?
Yeah.
and he was hiding all of
and
it.
he was hiding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
For real.
now I'm like, nope. If you don't have social media, I need to pull
need
it
to
up.
see
And has a guy's Instagram ever made or break him? Like you were just like, oh, this
No.
Instagram's horrible. I'm not talking to you anymore. No,
no.
it's never made or break.
What do
Has Instagram ever made or break it for you? And would you date a guy that has no social at all?
I definitely think that Instagram have made or break it for me, especially when you go to the page and you see a whole bunch of sketchy stuff, whether if it's he's talking about sex too much or he has a
Drugs or
certain-
money,
drugs
and
or money. Yeah, I
guns,
definitely
all
think-
that
Okay,
shit.
what? Okay.
Yeah. I
So yeah, some
definitely
guys y'all
think
might
that
have done it
makes or
before.
break
You're
Yeah.
right, like guns and all of that. Because why you feel so comfortable, like just
Posting it.
Yeah, if
You're
you're a
hot.
thug and
You
don't care about
wildin'.
life,
You
just
wildin'.
say that.
All right,
So
so
you
guys,
go-
your Instagram only
God.
fucks you up if it has drugs and guns and all the bad shit on it.
So
But
you go to
anything
their
else, you're fine.
page
But-
and all,
but
all
not-
you all
oh,
you see
sorry.
Meech is this.
But not
That's
even
savage.
only that though. You gotta think if a man is constantly posting all different women or thirst traps or whatever, normally your social media reflects what type of person you are. And you
Right.
telling your story based off of your personality. So you can look at somebody's Instagram or Facebook and tell what type of time they're on right off at the beginning. You're not
Right.
supposed
That's
to judge
facts.
people, but
Mhm.
you
Yep.
definitely should be looking at that to say, okay, he's posting a whole bunch of women that looks nothing like me. Why are you in my DMs? What's your point?
Yeah, he's obviously just trying to smash.
You're
Yeah.
just trying to
Mhm.
smash. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, to piggyback off of her, like I definitely feel like now, yes, it can make or break you, but most of the time, I'm not even looking at your page. I'm not following you.
If you
back.
have
like,
true
you
genuine
gotta
desire for
approach
the
me
guy, it
the
won't
right
ruin
way.
it.
Yeah, like I'm
That's
not
good
even
to
about
know because I got a
entertain
shitty
that, so-
Instagram and it works
Oh,
every time. Well, no, what I used to do, what I like to tell guys is to just like, if you don't have a good Instagram, just fucking remove all the pictures because you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Like it's more likely gonna shoot. So like, I like to not even add girls on there, especially when I'm dating and stuff. It's just like I try to act like I don't even have one basically
They look
because
like
it's
Rick
just
and
like,
Morty on there, right?
well, it's just no, it's not. It's
I
not.
love Rick and Morty.
It's not that bad. I just have paintball and the stupid stuff on it.
Yeah.
Dogs, like I love my animals and I love my
Picture of
hobbies.
cars.
To me, like my Instagram is like my actual photo album of my life for the last 10, 11, 12 years. So like I won't let it, but it's private. I don't let nobody add me unless they're like
But come
somebody
on,
I really
Sergio,
like.
the bitches don't love that. Like, I'm not. You
Hey,
have a
you
girlfriend.
know I got
have a
one.
girlfriend. Yeah, you got
Hey,
a girlfriend.
But no, if you ask her, one of the things that helped me was that she couldn't go. Like she tried to add me, I just didn't add her back. Like I'm not gonna let you see anything
Okay.
about my life. Once you're locked in and I got your soul, then you can have my
Nah, I
Instagram.
got your soul.
no, if you're private, I'm probably not about to accept it either.
Well,
That's
you gotta
fact.
understand.
I need to know what
Like
you look like before
I'm
I add
private
you.
because I have an extremely private life. Now, some people, I get it. You want to have an open profile. You want anybody to be able to like and see your stuff. That's fine. I've had things happen to me in my past that make me extremely private about my stuff, especially social media. Not everybody has to do that, but you know, like it. But I could see how it could be a red flag for sure, especially if they're not adding you back like what I do. Now I want to.
Great pill. Southern Belle is delusional as fuck. Who are you referring to? Say it with your chest, big man. Say it
Yeah,
with
which
your
one?
chest.
Southern Belle is delusional as fuck.
Oh,
Who is Southern Belle?
Yeah, which one's Southern Belle, bro? You need to tell us exactly. I want to know now. Do y'all prefer a handyman, like a guy that's good with all the stuff around the house, or he's gonna pay somebody to do all that stuff? We'll start with you, actually.
I love handyman. I think it's sexy when a guy can put together stuff because if you put a map in front of me with directions, I'm gonna flake. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So I love a handyman. I think it's sexy, like building a bunk bed or hanging a TV up because a lot of men don't know how to do it. So I think it's sexy. I like
That's a fact. No, that's a good one.
no, definitely. Especially like the other day, my dad came over to mow my lawn. Like, I want a man to do that. I don't want to have to do it in my house. So yeah, definitely.
You don't want him to pay somebody to just go do it.
Thank God you finished that sentence because that'll be creepy as hell. Talking about your dad coming over and mowing the lawn and shit. And talking about attraction and shit.
Yeah.
Thank God you filled in the blanks.
I hope Dad's not watching right now. All right, now for you,
Whoa.
do you prefer a handyman, or can he just be, or can he just pay somebody to come do all the stuff?
I would say that I like a guy that gets the job done. Period. Point blank. Period.
No matter
Like,
how he does it,
yeah,
just get
exactly.
it done.
Like, get it done.
Yeah,
Like,
I
same
respect
day.
that.
Don't be procrastinating.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say both. Like again,
Just get it done.
I would like a handyman that shows me you don't mind getting your hands dirty, whatever. But if you're gonna pay for it, get it done. Get it done. Thank you. Like,
Yeah.
Access services again.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what men are supposed to do. We're problem solvers. You just better
Yeah,
just solve the fucking problem,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, either or, like use your resources if you don't know how. Like it's so many resources out here nowadays. Use your resources, but I definitely prefer a handyman.
It just looks
man, you know-
sexy.
for real. Because
What if his butt crack is showing while he's fixing the water, though?
That's okay.
What if
man.
his
Look,
butt
Stick a
crack-
dollar in it. Stick a dollar in there.
That's okay,
Tip
babe.
him.
'Cause
Tip him
now-
while he's
now-
doing
yeah,
it.
now
Stick a
I'm
dollar
finna
in
build you up right after.
All right, guys. So it's only for the first few weeks, 2 months that you can't do the butt crack thing. But after a year or two, let it fly, bro. Let it fly. They'll put $1 in
I do
there.
not want to see plumber crack on the first date.
Okay, but not on the first date. Okay.
Yeah, and make sure you ain't using the same washcloth for your ass and your face, too. by
Yeah,
the way.
don't use the same
Apparently.
washcloths for your ass and face. We're learning so much, guys. Y'all are getting so much content tonight. Like, all right, now for you, do you prefer a handyman? Do you, or can he pay to get it done?
I like both just because I know sometimes it's distance between us. So like they said, if he can get it done from a distance from somebody else and paying them, do it. But if you're in my space, I'd rather you said something was wrong with the car, let me go outside and fix it because I'm finna go watch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sexy. All
All
right.
right, moral to the story, fellas. On game, y'all should never tell your woman that you don't know something. If she
Yeah.
asks
Just-
you
yeah,
to do
just
something,
figure
your
it
answer
out.
should
You
never
don't.
be, I don't know.
Figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
be
to
like, I'm gonna figure
You
it
show
out.
up, the TV is
YouTube.
mounted.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's no excuse.
I
Yeah.
know how to mount TVs, babe. So you can.
Oh.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, most attractive career now, guys. What's the most attractive career to you?
Just because my celebrity crush, football player, NFL.
Who's your
Okay.
celebrity crush?
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara,
Okay.
New Orleans
Okay.
Saints.
I'm not sure. Maybe accounting, engineering. I don't know.
Accounting, different.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Think about it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be really specific about this, but I like guys who have done extensive schooling. So doctors, attorneys, engineers,
Mhm. Yeah.
things like that, because it tells me that they're committed to themselves,
Oh, I love
their
that.
plans, and not
True.
even just that, but like a lot of the
They'll be
time they're
dedicated.
intellectuals and they're learners. So like they can pour into me as a learner as well. They
Okay.
can teach me something.
That's a good one.
I really like entrepreneurs. Like I just with this entrepreneurship program, and it is not easy to build a business. Like you will fail and fail again, but like that shows that somebody's committed and like really wants to start something for themselves. So
It says a
somebody
lot
with
about
their
them,
own
you think?
business, yeah.
Okay. What about you? The most attractive career?
I have two different ones. I like men that have anything to do with like real estate, contracting, building things. I like those type of men. And then also, or even property management. I think that's cool too because I'm a leasing agent. And then I also like truck drivers or oil field workers. Like I feel like you gotta be like a certain type of mental mind frame to stay away for like 3 and 4 weeks at a time and go really hit the dirt and really be consistent in that type of work.
That is true, yeah.
So
you
I
got to be a
like that.
dedicated ass man. Yeah.
Yeah, to
And they
be
make the
doing
big
that.
money sometimes when they're traveling.
Yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
No. Do you have one now?
So for me, kind of like Indy, I definitely do like what she said, but I don't know. Again, quality time is like one of my biggest things.
So
it's
some
like,
type of job that gives you more time together?
yeah, it's like whether you work from home or I don't care. Like you
That's
can
a
be an
good answer,
entrepreneur.
actually. Yeah, if you really like quality
I
time,
like
yeah.
quality time, so I don't want you like overworking, like where you don't make time for me, because I feel like I should still be a priority.
I like your answer a lot. I'm very similar to that.
So do y'all care more about the job title or the earning?
That's
The
a good
income?
question. Yeah. Do you care more about the job title or how much they make?
So tricky. I would say both, just because it depends on what they're doing.
Like
I
you
want
could
them to
do the
have a
trash
job.
guy if you had a crazy income.
No, I'm not doing no trash.
Hey, trash men make a lot of money.
Yeah, they do.
They
They,
do.
they
Them
all
and
make
plumbers.
6 figures. Yeah, they all
Them
make
and
6
plumbers,
figures.
too.
Yeah.
I thought you meant personality, like trashy ass personality.
Oh no, I meant like an
okay.
actual garbage man. Yeah. You can't smell that
He
every
gonna
day.
smell like
It's
yeah.
all gone with the shower, and he uses 2 washcloths.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
all.
where is that
Like,
space?
he's a good. He might be a good guy. You never know. So what about you?
I would definitely say both because nowadays people have like multiple streams of income. So I would say both.
Okay.
Yeah, similar, because yeah.
If you had to pick one or the other.
Title or earnings.
Yep.
Well, I'd rather your earnings say you okay.
Yeah.
This is what you do versus this the title and you ain't even doing nothing.
Yeah, you ain't even making enough. What about you?
I definitely care about earnings. I think Sir Hill, we talked about this last time. I'm breaking the barrier for the 6-figure thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I do have expectations because women we date up.
Yeah.
We can't date
You
down.
need the.
So yeah, like
you have
we
to make 58% more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, same for me. I don't care about the title.
Rather
Is it
have the
rather- is it-
successful guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, with the money. What about you?
I definitely think it depends on what the person's doing. Mine is really. I think that a man should make at least double what I make. So maybe somebody that's like, I don't know, maybe the garbage man, like y'all said. I don't care if he's a garbage man. If you make more than me, then that's what I like.
It's more about the money
'Cause
than the
it's a
job.
safety net. Yeah. So like, I feel like if I go down in a job, can you handle everything? That's what I think women like look at more than.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now I want to know: would y'all take the part-time pimp or the full-time simp? The guy that's gonna part-time, maybe cheat on you once a year or something. He's gonna go on a work trip, and he's gonna happen to maybe cheat on you with one girl you're never gonna know about or anything. Or the full-time simp, the guy that's gonna constantly be DMing girls. If they send him a message saying they need $10, he's gonna send it. He's just simp, the biggest simp ever. While he's dating you, you gotta constantly catch him like DMing girls and shit, like super annoying. Yeah, but if you had to choose, between the part-time pimp, the guy that's gonna cheat, once a year, but he doesn't be any DMing no girls, he don't be doing no simp shit at all, or the guy that's just full-time, you're always having to deal with his simp bullshit. Which one?
Just so unamused.
He started on this
You
side.
said once a year.
Yeah, once a year he might cheat, but you're not gonna
But
know
the
about
other
it.
one
I'm
is
not
gonna
gonna
be
know.
like all the time.
Yeah, simping all the time. Now he's not actually
Give me
cheating,
a
but
pimp
he's
at this
simping.
point.
Huh?
Give me a pimp.
You want the
If
pimp?
I'm feeling played,
Yeah,
somebody be like,
yeah,
my
He just sent me 200, bitch.
man. Like, y'all be mad.
What about you? Simp or pimp?
Give me the pimp, because we both pimps now. Big
Oh,
man.
oh, okay.
Exactly.
She's gonna. Well, I mean, you might not know about it.
I'm
Simp or
just kidding.
pimp?
So it's so crazy because me and my best friend, my guy best friend, we were actually having a conversation about this today. And I'm like, no, I'm not going for that. Like, you want to step out every once in a while. No, like, you need to fully commit to me. And he like, well, what if he doing da, 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 da? I want you to fully commit, but I'm not taking no simp. You doing X, Y, and Z for all these other bitches, you got me fucked up. Like, I'm gonna knock your head off. I'm not playing with you.
Take the part-time pimp.
I'm gonna take the part-time pimp, but he gonna get his head knocked off if I find out. And it's hard to get shit past me. So play with
Okay.
me if you want to.
Okay. What about you?
What's the TikTok? Find somebody else. Find somebody else.
Part-time pimp or full-time simp?
Ugh.
Yeah, find somebody else.
Yeah, Can I be single for life?
No, you gotta choose one.
Damn. Okay. Okay. So funny story. My ex-husband was like both. So I experienced both. And
That's horrible. You
honestly,
shouldn't.
honestly,
Oh,
honestly, I think that it was a lot easier on my soul when I knew that he had like not when I knew, but like I was like, okay, he's not coming up in here pressing for coochie because he got that shit from somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to bed with the kids.
So remember, with a pimp though, you might not be able to stick your feet in his mouth though. So
Hey, he didn't get with me knowing that he's not gonna suck these toes. You're gonna suck these toes regardless, pimp
Oh,
or simp.
no.
Okay.
Oh no. So you gotta choose which one.
Yeah, the
The pu-
pimp.
you'll
Yeah,
take
I'm
the
taking
pimp?
the pimp.
What about you? Full-time
don't
simp,
know,
part-time
right?
pimp.
I think if somebody's gonna, everybody makes some kind of mistakes, right? Every once in a while.
Mhm.
So I think I would just prefer to have somebody that was fully committed to me and that messes up like once
A year. Yeah.
maybe once a year. Yeah.
Okay. Part-time pimp.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the part-time pimp. I think that as long as you're safe and I don't hear about it, yeah. Because men look at women all the time. That's like easy money. They look at women right in front of us. Like you could catch your man, you'll look at and he'll be like, and then real quick, you know what I mean?
But they be doing it when they walk by though.
Right.
Like
But
they
you
think
don't
they're
even.
slick.
But that's so. But that I feel like it's not what you do; it's how you do it. Because
Mhm.
you know you're gonna physically see somebody first with their eyes.
Mhm.
Like because when I see a male, like oh wow, he's handsome. So like that's not gonna throw me off because you're looking at a beautiful woman. Because obviously, hell, I'm probably looking too. Damn, she's beautiful.
Well,
Mhm.
thank you for proving my point. I always say though all the time, ladies, because yeah, women hate provisioning to other women. Y'all hate it whenever a guy is giving another woman any type of attention or provisioning, because and it's a bigger deal than sex to y'all. It's
It's not what you do.
It
It's how you
is.
do
I'm
it.
telling
It's
you,
not
it
what
is.
You do, it's how you do it.
I know, but a guy giving resources away, you got to understand. A guy that is simping, that is giving $10 here or whatever.
I said physically.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying. There's a reason why it irks y'all so bad is because that's y'all's security. Like that's y'all's save. If you're dating that guy, that's his 401k money.
Oh yeah, no.
You know,
yeah,
like
no,
that's
for
a big
sure.
deal.
You are
That,
not
that's y'all's
Captain
kids.
Solo.
That's y'all's generational wealth
So
going away.
Sergio, so my ex-husband was like that. Like he was cheating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I knew he was cheating, and like I was like, all right, well you're getting that shit outside, and I don't know about it, and I hope you're being safe and whatever. Don't come up in here and wake me up, basically. But it became a problem when now you have an outside baby. I'm like, shit, this nigga. He's about to be on child support. This man is about to be on child
Well,
support.
you shouldn't. I mean, I think you know my opinion. I would not allow a guy to
But
do
I'm
something
saying
like that.
but he got someone outside of. So to me, that's what I was looking at. Like now, my kids, our kids that we made inside of our marriage,
Mhm.
are about to have to share.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
half
Like their
brother, sister,
dad,
yeah.
and they're like, the fuck no.
Yeah, because
That
it's,
pissed me off.
It can go bad either way. But that's basically what you're saying. Like he can cheat, and you can end up losing provisioning and security by him cheating, and you can also lose it by him simping too much. It can be bad either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can definitely be bad either way. I agree
And
with
just
you
a
on that.
simple fact that like you have some women they'll take that and brag like, oh, that's why your nigga bought me a 4 for 4.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Like damn, that's yeah.
I know. That was such.
He had me at STK last
Yeah,
night.
like, what you mean?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, bitch. Like,
So you a broke bitch.
now I'm gonna come beat your ass because that nigga done bought you a 4 for 4.
Like now,
And you bragging about it.
because now you playing on my top. Like why you feel like you can play with me like that?
Exactly.
Okay, so now I want to know, guys, would you get married without the wedding? No, you elope.
The wedding.
Would you elope?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, you would. Would you get married without the wedding?
I would if it comes after. Like if it comes after.
What do you mean? I'm
Like
confused.
after
Yeah.
Talk to the mic. What do you mean?
Like I would elope, but is the wedding going to come after?
No. It's just an elope. Like no money. Like basically like a low financial wedding.
A courthouse
I
wedding.
would, because if I had that burning desire for a person, if that's what I want,
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would.
What about you? Would you get married without the wedding?
Yes, but no. More no than yes. I do want a wedding, so
You would like it, but if it was the burning genuine desire, the perfect man, you would maybe just do the courthouse thing. He'd have to be pretty fucking
when
amazing.
we
though.
renew them vows in 5 years, I want.
better have the nice
yeah,
wedding.
I want what I want. right?
Okay, I mean that's a good way to do it though. Would you get married without the wedding?
So actually, when I got married in a courthouse, and I will tell you this, ladies, right now, this is advice: don't fucking do it, because men are investment-based creatures. So when a man invests in that ring and he invests in that wedding, he's investing in you.
But traditionally,
he's-
doesn't a woman pay for the wedding?
I love that.
Man, that's the
What do you
most-
mean? Their dads do. So that's
It don't even
saying
happen
that, like,
anymore.
yeah, exactly. That's saying that the American female has her dad in her picture and her
As
life
soon
to pay for it.
as soon as the dollar got so devalued that women are working now too, like that tradition went out the damn
Exactly.
window
So-
because now women make just as much as men.
So
yeah,
my
there's
thing
nothing
is
traditional
that
anymore.
the men are visual creatures. So him walking down the aisle, him seeing you in that dress, him taking those steps, him seeing that makes him take his marriage a lot more seriously than if you guys are in a courthouse. It's like a drive-through food versus he's going to a really good restaurant and he's paying $200 on that. I'm telling you
I
right
want
now,
you to
it's-
know, like I completely agree with you, but you got to also understand there's a lot of men that think this way now because there's too many women that want to get married
the
just for the
wedding.
wedding.
Right, yeah.
They're not doing it for the marriage. So like but yeah, this is the both sides of the extremes though. Like y'all get to see her extreme where like it can go that way, but also understand the way the men see it is it's like, well, we want to make sure this woman wants to marry us to stay married for the next 40 years, not just for the pretty wedding pictures so she can divorce in 4 years. And because a lot of, for some reason today in society, it's still a successful marriage if it ended nicely. If it ended after 5 or 6 years and y'all divorced all nice and everything, it's like, oh, it was successful. No, it's a failure, dude. If you don't stay with that person, you're a failure. You failed. You had vows to stay together until you died. You're a failure. Wait, did everybody answer that
Yeah,
one?
no, I
Oh, yeah.
definitely want a wedding, especially like this is one day out of your entire life that you're supposed to plan with this one person, and not only just with them, but to have other people that are in the audience that are gonna support you and
Mhm.
like love on you.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to
the
be a
greatest
big
thing for a woman.
elaborate wedding, but I would like to have
It's
that
community, it's
yeah,
family.
exactly.
You're
Mhm.
Hispanic, right?
Mhm.
So like Hispanic families, that's like another thing too. Is it's kind of like bringing your families,
Bringing both
Yeah,
families
like,
together,
together, yeah.
uniting. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean Hispanic families. Yeah, we have them
Yeah,
parties,
you know,
boy.
yeah.
We have them parties.
Yeah.
Would you get married without the wedding?
I would. I've been there, done that. I did the courthouse thing. It was lame.
You were married before?
Yeah. So I
Damn.
mean, no. I mean, no disrespect, because me and my ex-husband are friends. But yeah, no, I would want a wedding, or I would even want a destination wedding where me and him just go to like the Bahamas or something, because I like really want to go out the country. So that would be like cool for me.
Intimacy, right?
That's a good,
Yeah.
but that's a good answer. Yeah, if you for a certain type of guys, I bet they would like that too. Just eloping somewhere. This is the weird new question that I added. Just based off of what I'm trying to teach guys on dating. Does underwear matter to y'all?
Yes.
Is there a certain type of underwear, and sometimes you're just like, that guy's gone. I'm not fucking with him anymore because he wears those
hoochie
type
daddy,
of girlfriend.
Yeah, the hoochie daddy.
Yeah, this is something that I've been seeing a lot. Like, I know I'm right about it, but y'all are about to reinforce it for me.
Yeah, I don't like when men wear the underwear that are like girly looking underwear. Like briefs. Yeah.
They got his booty cheek out. He got a little double cheeked up on a Friday night.
Like, are you talking about briefs where it's like the underwear version?
Yeah, the underwear version. It's okay.
Like a
for
Speedo style or whatever it's
Yeah,
called. I
like
can't think of what
that.
it's called. I
Like,
can't
yeah,
think of what it's
yeah,
called.
He got a panty line.
So you don't like that, but anything else is okay?
Yeah, like I like
Like
boxer
Hanes
briefs.
boxers are
Yeah,
okay?
I like
What about like the
those.
baggy boxers?
I don't even mind the baggy boxers. I
Mm-mm.
like
I
those.
I don't like
those.
the checkerboard. I don't like
Yeah,
the checkerboard.
I gotta ask everybody
No,
this.
but here's why. Wait, here's why why. Because I feel like when a man wants to be just so tight all the time, why you want to be so tight all the time? Like, it's
Are
okay
you a
to-
swimmer? You going to the Olympics? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
why you
What?
be so tight all the time?
I don't really like the Fruit of the Loom or those white
Hanes
underwear.
boxers?
Hanes,
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna be spending money on bras and thongs that are like $200, you need to show
This-
up. Like
this
when
is
you
a-
get naked, come on, I need to be turned on too.
This is a new thing I've been giving guys advice on, and they've been arguing so hard against me on it. It's like, bro,
No, yes, it
these
does.
women spend so much money on Victoria's Secret thongs and shit. Like they kind of expect their men to like be the equivalent in some way. They really don't get it. Do you care about their underwear?
Hell yeah.
So what's your favorite?
Those little.
And go ahead and say like y'all's
Hold
favorite
on.
too, really quick, because there is different designs that are your favorite.
Calvin Klein.
Oh.
Okay, obviously,
Calvin
yeah.
Klein. He's
All
a
day,
classic.
baby.
He smells good.
And they
He smells
Did everybody see
solid.
the TikTok video a couple years ago where it was like Calvin Klein guys are the good ones, then like Ethica are like the fucking cheaters?
Yeah, they
like
are, they
y'all know
are.
what I'm talking
Hold on,
about?
but if he wears those loose ass Hanes, like the ones that are like
Yeah, boxers. Like,
hold
or,
on. He washes his ass with his washcloth. I'm sorry, he does. He does. That dick stink. It stink. He don't get in it like that. All that.
He probably got a little
Yeah, exactly. He might got a little streak in there. He flipped those things inside out. He's
Oh
like,
my
okay, I'm gonna get 2 days worth.
Does the underwear they wear matter?
Yes.
What's your favorite too? Hanes briefs.
No,
Oh, really?
I don't like Hanes. I feel like not like you gotta be.
You like the
spending
Calvin Klein.
50, 80. Yeah, I mean,
Gotta be the
I
Calvin
feel like
Kleins.
again, like we said, we spend money on our underwear, on our panties, on our lingerie, whatever. I'm not saying go spend like a whole bag on your shit, but no, they need to be nice, and I
Yeah.
feel like not like they need to be seen, but they still need to be nice. They need to be
A
presentable.
good brand, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I would definitely say like the Calvin Klein, like Polo has some similar to Calvin Klein. And definitely because I know like me, like I'm gonna switch up my undergarments, like switch them out because it's time for some new ones.
Yeah.
Fenty
I see a
has
few
some now.
hoes, you know,
Yes.
switch them out,
Yeah.
refresh them.
What about you?
I would say the same as the rest of the ladies. Like, don't have no dirty drawers. Don't have like the little boy
The
man
holy
panties.
ones.
Like,
Yeah.
on it. But like a nice little box
The
of briefs, a
stains.
good brand.
Yeah. And
Show me
this
that you
this
care
is
about your.
He got on
yeah,
pants.
and this is something I've been trying to teach guys a lot lately. For some reason, they don't get it. Like I've been seeing so many guys with the regular boxers, like the baggy boxer stuff. It's like, dude, women do not respect that shit anymore. And I had to learn this at like 25 or 26. Like I had a coworker, and he was like, bro, get out of them boxers.
Well,
Like you gotta wear the briefs. And I was like,
Right,
nah.
yeah.
And I was like, nah, you're wrong. I was so successful with women up to that point. I was like, nah, it's never been an issue. But then like I did it, and it was like, god damn, it is insanely different when you buy the fucking Calvin Kleins, the badass
Yes.
briefs, like the expensive ones.
Yeah.
Women
Tommy
notice that
John.
shit.
And it
They
doesn't
notice
have to
it.
be. It doesn't have
But
to be
not
branded.
even-
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be branded. But as long as it's presentable, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Right,
It's
and
not
so
what you wear, it's how you wear it.
there's
Yeah.
actually a scientific thing that goes behind underwear with men. Like the men that wear the looser underwear and stuff like that, they have a lot. I'm telling you,
Less
they have
testosterone.
a lot more. Like their stuff is not as
Banana.
compressed. There's a lot of like sweat and like just outside debris and stuff.
Oh, I
like
get
that.
what you're saying,
Yes,
kind
I'm
of.
telling because the way that men's clothes are, your jeans. You think about your jeans. Y'all
Yeah,
jeans
you want it
are
all to
fitted
stay
the-
packaged in there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so if it's
I get what
all
you're
just
saying.
flying around,
It's
that's
nasty.
as hell.
It's
Go
nasty,
get a shower.
guys.
Wash
Go
wash
get
your
you some
ass.
fucking briefs, guys.
It's
It's not that hard. There's a bunch of sales right now at
Nasty.
Dillard's. Go get you some Calvin Kleins, guys. It's ridiculous.
Hold on, Calvin, 25. She wearing the same undies as yesterday. Who you, sir?
Who?
Sir.
Here, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Indy, you gotta take over for a second.
Alright.
Okay?
I got a
Yes,
question for the
Andy.
ladies,
Okay.
a little bit in reference to men's fashion per se. Is there a men's fragrance that is kind of a red flag for y'all? If y'all smell it, you're like, oh fuck nah.
Salvage, Dior
Gucci guilty.
Savage, Dior Savage. You're a whore. You're a
So
whore.
let's
I'm wearing
start-
Savage
You're
right
a
now,
whore.
guys.
Gucci,
I have it
Gucci
on
guilty,
right
and
Guilty,
Savage.
Savage, Chanel blue. There's a
It's about to be
literally-
Baccarat now
No,
because
Baccarat
everybody putting it
also.
on.
But I had a guy that I met at Afrotech this last week, and he was like, I was like, oh, you smell nice. He was like, yeah, I got on Baccarat, a shorty body for me. I said, a shorty body for you? No way.
Does anybody want a refill on this? Is everyone good?
Mm-mm.
Is
But-
everyone good?
Can we talk about cologne green flags? Can we give them that?
Yeah, let's go. Go ahead and give the guys.
So
Give
to
guys
me, Mason Margiela is super underrated. Jazz Club, Mason Margiela Jazz Club, any Creed Aventus. When a man
Ooh,
wears
Creed is
an
nice.
exclusive,
I'm
like,
not gonna lie, Creed Aventus.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
That's
something
something to
different.
myself.
Yeah, exactly. MFK
I'm
makes
eyeing
another
you.
one that's also really good.
Yeah.
I enjoy fragrance. So
Yeah.
like
I
a
like
man
Versace
that wears
Eros.
something yes, something different. Something
It's
different.
one that looks like
Just smell good.
like what's the thing they put in the guns?
Gunpowder?
No, it's like the rounds. Like it's a bullet round.
You talking
Oh,
about
a chamber? A
yes,
case?
yes,
Okay.
that's what it looks like. I want to say it's like Azo. It starts with an A.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, I know what
That
you're talking
smells
about.
really
And
good, too.
Jean Paul Gaultier.
Yes,
That one
I like
smells
that
really
one.
nice as well. There's a
You
ton
know
of
a lot of
men-
men's fragrances.
Yeah, I do. So that's why like guys that I've dated, I've put them onto my onto fragrances, like smells, and I've stopped doing that.
So when I was in undergrad, I worked at Nordstrom. I
And
was
so
in
you got
men's
to smell a
shoes,
lot of
but
fragrance
I was right next to
houses.
fragrances. So yeah, I'm like, no, you need to smell.
Le
good.
Labo is also another
Right.
one that's like unisex, that it smelled the chemistry of the guy's skin versus and
That
also
does matter.
layering. A lot of guys don't know this, but like go to Bath and Body Works.
Yes.
Go to Bath and Body Works and find your scent and then layer it with whatever cologne you wear. And it's gonna
Bad
elevate
Boy.
it. That's
Bad Boy by Carolina, whatever I think it is.
Mhm.
Y'all
Yes,
fellas,
smells so
take
good.
take notes, not just because of the actual fragrances, but notice these red flags though. Notice these red flags. They're giving off all these scents. That tells you how many dudes they've been dating with.
I worked
no,
at
I
Nordstrom.
actually enjoy men's fragrance because I wear a lot of them. So I layer with like feminine. So for me, I wear unisex fragrance and then I layer them with like Mont Blanc or MFK.
Yes, that smells
was
really
or
gonna
good.
say
I
Mont
wear
Blanc Black.
like what is another one that I really really enjoy? Like Chanel Chance in the summer. Layered smells really nicely with like some masculine or even like Kay Ali, the Huda Beauty. She came out with a line of female fragrances and it's
Yeah.
like vanilla based or like more like gourmand or oud, and if you layer it with a more masculine scent, it appeals to both sexes.
You need to sell fragrances.
I want to come
Okay.
out with
I
my
do wanna
own.
whisper
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So I know Sergio is back now, but
Yeah. So did you ask any of them?
no. So what does your ideal man look like
Yeah.
physically?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll start with you, Meech.
Oh, this is good. So he has to be, I would say, over 6 feet tall.
6 foot.
Cause I'm a little bit thicker, so I don't want nobody that's like right here with me. And no disrespect, sometimes people can pull that off, but what I've noticed in my dating life, I haven't been able to pull that off. And then I like V cuts. I do. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of shallow, but I'm gonna say it. I feel like when you got a V cut, that means you're good at sex. I don't know why. It's because it's a
Lies.
certain muscle.
You're a Scorpio, so I'm gonna be inclined to believe you because y'all Scorpios,
Yeah.
they're in tune with something different when it comes to sex.
Yeah, and
Like-
that muscle, you got to think not every guy got it, and even sometimes
He ain't having sex.
fat dudes be having a V cut. You be like, how you got a stomach and you got a V cut? That's because he's doing extra stuff he doesn't have any business. So yeah.
Oh wow, he got
I'll
them
definitely say
skills
that.
from something.
Yeah, he got the
Okay.
skills from something. It's a certain muscle.
What does your ideal man look like?
I like kind of like exotic men, like definitely 6
Cristiano
foot.
Ronaldo.
Yeah. So I lived in Europe for 5 years, so I did.
They're
a lot
taller
Of,
The
over
guy
there.
from 90
Uh,
days or 365 days, he like captured the lady on the ship. You know what I'm talking about?
no, I haven't seen that.
Y'all
But I
haven't
really
seen
like
that? What is it?
Italians, or I like
Mhm.
dark features, nice beards, and 6 foot tall. More lean. You don't have to be super muscular. I like kind of like
Medium.
So I got a
Yeah.
homeboy that's exotic, and he's not 6
You're
feet though. He goes by the Tinder swindler. Hit him up.
He's in Europe too.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He's gonna ask you for 10K for his enemies.
Shout out to the Tinder swindler.
What does your ideal man look like?
Oh my god, chocolate. I love
Yes,
a
Lord.
beautiful, and I don't mean like when I say chocolate, like guys who get that stuff. Like I mean like chocolate,
You like dark?
What a nice
like Idris Elba. Like, do you guys know that guy? He
Morris
like does.
Chestnut.
Yeah, Morris Chestnut was my first crush. Like yes,
Love
yes.
that man.
Not Chris Brown. People get it all. Like I don't think Chris Brown is cute. He looks like my brother
He's
or my
fine.
cousin. Like
Chris is
no.
fine, I'm sorry.
But he to me my brother's light skin with tattoos and he like has the drip. So for me he looks like my brother.
Yeah.
Like no,
Oh,
like
well,
that's
that goes to
gross.
show how you like whatever your family is, you might be
Yeah, you're
unattractive to it.
unattracted. Exactly, like you look like my brother. And then glasses, guys with glasses. Something about guys with glasses and teeth. Beautiful, nice,
Oh my
white,
God.
hygienic, flossed. You don't have no root canals. You don't have
Dark
no
men with
cavities.
nice teeth and wear glasses. Slide in.
And tattoos.
And tattoos. What's your ideal man look like?
Damn near on point. Like I love tall, dark, and handsome, 6'3" and up. But sometimes you make that little adjustment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be 6'3".
It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna humble her
unfortunately.
at the end of the show. Don't worry. I'm just kidding.
But yes, tall, dark, handsome, pretty smile. I love a nice beard. Muscular. You ain't got to be like a bodybuilder. You can be slim thick. What we call it?
Medium.
Dad bod.
Medium. We can be
Medium.
medium. But yeah, no. I need all that. You can be tatted. You can be not tatted. I don't really care. As long as you look good.
Okay.
Just
What about
described
you?
Gucci Mane.
Yeah. so-
Rick Ross.
Oh,
Gucci
yeah.
after jail.
Yeah.
Gucci after the fact for
Keep
sure.
your
You mean the clone?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It might work.
As far as like tone or a skin color,
All
it's
of it.
not really a preference, but if it is a preference, like you said, if you're dark skin, it gotta have a pretty white teeth, nice fade, clean cut, smooth, suave. Like I was just telling her literally today, that oh my gosh, it was a nice man that walked in Twin Peak, and I never shoot my shot, but
You shot your shot? You slam dunked that
I
thing,
had
right?
to. Like he was tall. He
What?
was 6 foot. He was 6 foot.
Did he shoot back? Did he shoot? He
did.
chose.
Like, oh no, literally, like
yeah.
so I had been contemplating for a minute. My shift was over, and I stayed 30 minutes.
You know
after.
how many ladies probably don't shoot at him
And
now?
it was like when I tell you, it was so awkward for me because it was him and his friends, and I had been contemplating for a minute. And so like as I was leaving out, I was at the host stand, and he was
Yeah.
there, and I was like, I am so sorry, but you are so handsome, and that was it. So I stayed there. He was like, your shift ending, whoop whoop whoop. And he walked to the table, waited for a few minutes, and I was like, "Dang, I ain't gonna do it. Fuck it."
Alicia Keys, hit that Alicia Keys.
So then I walked over to the I was like, I'm gonna just write my number down. I'm gonna write my number down, and I'm gonna walk over and give it to him. I walked over to the table, and he was. As soon as I walked over, and I bust out laughing, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" And
So
he
you
was
know
like,
I was gonna
he
shoot,
was like,
yeah.
he said I expected it from a mile
because you were
away.
probably subconsciously
Right.
staring and like
Right.
peeping
And
how
I
he's
was
moving.
Just like,
yeah.
wow. And I'm talking about he was tall, light skinned. I'm talking about clean cut, nice cut beard, had on this nice
Ow,
gray
ow.
charcoal like turtleneck. I was like, oh my
So
god.
so,
You hit
so,
that
so when
Cardi B
guys
out.
so when guys look
Smelled
that
really
good though, so when guys look that good though and they're perfect in all these ways, what's the chances of him being single?
And
I just want to know.
asked,
Like, what do you think?
I asked. He was single. Like I didn't think so. but
How
I,
often
like,
do you think guys lie about that? Just
I
wondering.
think
All
I mean
the
a lot.
time.
Like I asked, I was like, I hope I'm not overstepping any boundaries, but I wanted to make sure it was okay for me to leave my number with you.
Mhm.
Like I didn't just give it to him. I was like, I hope I'm not overstepping any boundaries, but I want to make sure it's okay.
Do
for me
you
to leave
think
my
that a
number.
guy who is that attractive and has pretty girls like you that come up to him like that, do you think that this happens often for him?
It might.
It might, but then I feel like there are not a lot of women who shoot their shot.
They don't,
It's
yeah.
not a lot of women who shoot their
And
shot.
they
You're
assume
you're
that
right to
other
an
women
extent,
like
but
them
I just want
themselves.
you to know though that guy
I'm sure he
guaranteed.
has some. I'm sure
he
he
got
has something
something,
going
yeah.
on.
But so like
But
I want to
what
ask you a
that
really
mean,
quick
what-
question.
what that got to do
I
with
want
it?
to know really quick though, like
if
you
he's not
like
in a relationship.
like say like y'all go out on a good date.
Mhm.
Say like he's so good, you even do it on this first night. Like we're just saying theoretically. We're saying theoretically, he's so good. I want to know
You
what
better
would you do?
perform.
What I want to know is what are you gonna do after you sleep? After you sleep with him, what are you going to do to lock him in?
Perform.
And nobody
Oh,
and
yeah,
nobody
put
and
it on
nobody
him.
give her nobody give her any tips. What are you gonna do?
mean?
Like if you really like this guy, okay, and y'all have sex immediately because you like him so much on the first date, like he's that you got that burning genuine desire.
Look,
What are you going to do to lock him in? Okay, but that is that. I mean, that's one thing. That's one thing. Okay, I'll give you that one thing. What else are you going to do?
Well, first off, even if I make you wait, it's golden all over here. It's golden.
I just
So,
want to
yeah.
know what you would do to lock that guy in.
I'ma
This perfect man that like you're really like. What would you do to lock him in? Say,
I'm gonna continue to be myself because I am, as I told you the last show I was on, I am the light. I'm gonna bring that balance. I'm gonna continue to be myself. I'm not gonna press the issue. I'm not gonna.
I just want
I'm
you to
not-
understand what you just answered is what every single girl that guy is smashing right now,
But guess
they
what?
all will say that. When you need to
That-
be different. You need to be different. You need to come at him like, yo, what do you need done? Like what what can I do to make your life better?
me
Like,
come
I just
Fold your
said I'm gonna
clothes.
bring the balance. I just told you, like I'm gonna bring that balance. What I've been telling you.
but I'm saying
previously,
you got to
I
be
am.
aggressive with it.
She
She
gonna
gonna have to
Aggressive.
cut his
I
grass,
know.
Sergio. Like, what do you want her to do?
I think
Mow his
that's-
lawn?
I know. I think that's the problem. Like my sister, like she tells me, like sometimes, like her seeing me like flirt, like it's weird. So if I shoot my shot, like I have to really like you. Like she tells me that I'm aggressive. Like it's like watching two kids on the playground flirt with each other. Like
She'll,
I'm
like,
gonna put
push
you
the boy
down.
Hey, that's
Like,
how it's
damn,
always
sis,
been.
Like, do you like him or
You
you
trying to
really
beat him up? Do you really like him? Or
Like,
you trying to
let's
beat his
regroup.
ass?
I'm your wing woman. Go back now.
Oh
Play
my
nice.
God.
Man, y'all keep each other single probably. Y'all are ridiculous. Nah, I gotta know now. What's your ideal? Or go ahead, Donnie, really quick.
Yeah. I was just kind of curious, like with the tangible things though. Like, what if you went on a first date with any guy and you say, "What can you bring to me?" And he tells you the same bullshit that you just mentioned just a minute ago.
You were
Like,
playing.
oh, I can bring the light and all this other
No,
bullshit.
I didn't say I can bring the light. I said I am the light. Like,
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm the light.
You gonna be like, boy,
I'm the
get your
light.
ass.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna be like,
You
come on,
gonna light up
no,
the
for real,
outside.
That's some shit I would say. I'd be
I
like,
didn't
get your
ask
ass.
for the sign.
Like, come on.
Boy, head ass.
Come on.
Glow, are you a glowworm?
Get your ass on.
Seriously.
You're a
So
firefly.
You're right. Okay, you're absolutely right. So okay. So what do you want to know? What was the question? So I can answer again. We
yeah,
can
what
regroup.
tangible things would you be able to add value to this man's life to lock him down, to make sure he wants to give you a relationship?
Yeah, because he definitely has options. This guy,
Yeah.
Right.
if you're going up to this guy,
Mhm.
he gotta have mad options. Okay, so
Right.
what differentiates you from all the other women that are trying to pursue this man?
Shit, it's cool when they do it. When I do, it's wrong. Fuck it. I'm just kidding. Let's see. I would definitely say tangible organization. I'm the type to ask a man on a date. Like I'm the type, to bring that, because most guys are lazy. Like most guys aren't really planners and things of that nature. So I'll take that first step. Hey, would you like to go? Let me take him out for ice cream. You
Okay.
know what? I'm gonna take him out for a little ice cream.
Yes.
Okay.
Take him to a museum, whatever. I'll.
Yeah, that's all I was just curious about. Like, I'm not a girl, so I can't sit there and try to relate to these things. What does your ideal man look like?
I would say it was the same as some of the other ladies here. Just that tall, dark, handsome, like clean cut, just clean appearance. I like that.
You know what's ironic? Y'all all are chasing or not you really, but for the most part, everybody's chasing this same type of guy. Don't you think it makes it really hard to lock down those guys when every girl's chasing the same type of guys?
But it's also just like a book I read with like Pastor Mike Todd. He talked about like having your list in your head, like all these ideal things. But in reality, he said you can write it down. And of course, like that's what your mindset is. But don't, like you always say, don't pass up that guy just because he's not.
He's not
tall,
6
dark,
foot.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, even though I do have my perfection or like my perfect picture of what my future husband looks like,
You're ready to humble yourself.
yeah.
That's great. That's good. That's what, like, just like how guys got humbled themselves too. Some guys, dude, they're fucking seeing OnlyFans and all this shit, and they're like, oh, I want this girl that looks like this. It's like, dude, you're a dork. You're never gonna get anything close to that.
Can I say it?
Yeah,
This
go ahead.
Chat is cutting up. Your mama, okay? Your mama. How about that?
Y'all triggered.
Your mama.
None of these
Where
are
your
keepers.
mama?
You see that?
Yes,
chat?
your mama.
None
Your
of these are
mama.
keepers.
How about that? Your
And
mama.
they're single mothers
Your mother.
themselves. They
Your
will
mother.
continue.
Baby, I ain't got no kids.
Your mother.
Okay, now I want to know, guys. Would you rather have a protector or a provider? A guy that's super muscly, he's a protector, like he just gives you them protection vibes, like he's just a protector, or the guy that's the provider. He can fully pay for everything. He just fully provides anything that you need in any part of your life. If you had to choose between the two, which one would you take? We'll start with you actually this time, Meech.
Oh, I knew it was coming to me.
Yep.
Like, does the protector get any money though?
He's gonna be an average guy. He's an average guy that makes 50, 60K a year. He's average.
Oh yeah, give me the protector.
Looks
Because
like-
if some shit go down in the real world, I want somebody that, hey, babe, like turns into Rambo. Like, yeah.
Basically, I want to know, like, would you choose the muscly guy or the money guy, kind of?
Oh, like
Because even the
actual
money guy
physical
can have a
muscle?
gun and still be a protector. He
Oh,
just
okay,
might
give me the
not.
money
He's
then.
just not gonna be a big muscly dude.
Yeah, give me the money for 500. I actually am not into
The muscles.
muscles. I actually like a skinny man. Actually, I like them skinny and tall.
Okay.
I don't need nobody that's like, you know, I don't need that.
Just protector or provider?
Protector. So like I think right now I'm in a point in my life where I can provide for myself, and like I want somebody who's gonna take care of the family, like if we're in some situation, or who's gonna like really, really love me if we don't have anything. So
protector more than anything.
Yeah.
Damn,
about
you're
you?
such a conservative.
Right? What about you?
Definitely the provider. I feel like providers make smart decisions. Like they know what they have on the table to lose, and so they make smart decisions for your family. They don't get you guys in fucked up situations trying to like make heated decisions.
True. Protector or provider?
So for me, I'll say protector because again, similar to Jess, I can provide for myself, but also like that's your duty as a man. Your duty is technically to protect and provide. So like Cardi said, I don't want to choose.
Yeah.
But
If you have to.
If I have to, I'll take the protector because at the end of the day, we're good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not super. I can't really say it. I ain't super materialistic, but
You can let it go for
like
that.
I can let it go for a man who's actually willing to give up his life for me.
Yeah.
So I'll
Okay.
take it.
What about you?
I would definitely say provider because if he's providing everything I need, he's gonna provide the protection as well.
Yeah, like
So,
yeah,
I
a
would
provider
say
could still buy a
provider.
gun.
He got to go to the range though, because he can't be shooting at the wall.
I would say
He might shoot
provider,
me.
but we going to the gun range.
You go to the gun range. All right. The reason why I ask is because I have a theory. It's just something that I think. I think that girls raised middle class or higher want a protector usually more than a provider. Were you raised middle class or higher?
I'll
I'm
say middle
like my
class.
theory might be wrong. It's just a theory I have. Huh?
I'll say more so middle class.
Middle? Were you raised middle class or higher?
Yeah.
Okay. And not gonna ask y'all if y'all were middle or lower, but my guess is that women that usually want providers, it's because that was something that was lacking at some point in your life. So maybe that's why that's what you look for. I've just noticed it because Pearl came on my show, you know, like the girl that's really big on YouTube. And
Shout out to Pearl.
and I argued with her very hard about the protector versus provider thing because, as y'all know, I speak provisions a lot. I think that provision's a big issue, but she's all about protectors, and the reason why though is because she grew up in a very privileged family with, you know, where she was very protected, lots of brothers, very successful father. She's never worried about money in her life ever. She comes from an extremely privileged point of view. So sometimes a woman that comes from a privileged point of view that's never had to worry about anything, you're gonna look for the muscly protector.
I mean, but
Sometimes.
I was gonna
Just
say
sometimes.
that too. Like, definitely, like whenever you are in a household with a provider, like my stepdad worked a lot. Like he worked all the time. So like a lot of the time, like you feel unprotected
Because
as
they're not
far as,
around.
like the security in the home or certain, like my brothers had to kind of make up for that. Like I was
Mhm.
like, all right, I'm about to call my brother. Jump stupid if you want to. I got 3 brothers, like, you know. So yeah, like I definitely think that makes perfectly sense why that would be.
And I would definitely agree as well. I have 5 brothers. So like my brothers, they are providers, like regardless of what they would, you know, say. If I need something, and I hardly ever, you know, call them up when I need, but if I need something, they're gonna make
They
it
gotta
happen.
do it.
Whether it was protection, whether it was me needing them to provide for me, they're gonna do it.
I need some chips.
So for my point of view, it's like again, I don't want a provider. I don't want a guy who's just gonna throw money at a situation. Like I want you to be there. I want you to be here. I want you to be present for me.
Yeah, you really
and our
love time, it sounds like, from
family.
everything
I
we've
ain't
been
gonna lie
talking
to you,
about.
I do. Call me clingy, call me needy. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
I'm the same as you, honestly. I need
Yeah.
a lot of time. Like, for
Yeah,
some
like-
reason, time is to me, because the biggest issue today is what are we all doing? We're all losing our time because we have to work, you know? And what are we all trying to do? We're all trying to get passive income and all this stuff. So so
Exactly.
we can do what? Buy our time back.
Exactly.
So as a guy that's got to the point in my life where I bought my time back, it's all I care about. I care about my time more than my money every day.
Yeah.
It's way more important to me. Now I want to know, would y'all choose a sugar daddy who gives you $20,000 a month, or a good husband who only makes $90K a year?
This is not a real question, is it?
Yeah, because some women might take the $20K a month. I want to see.
What's your question?
Would you take the?
I wanna know her answer. It's she ready. I wanna know.
Yeah,
her
which one would you choose? The $20K a month or the good husband who makes $90K a year?
Look
A good husband. The
Who makes
fuck?
9K a year?
Like,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
I think some women might want the $20K. What about you? Would you
No,
take
I
the
want
20?
a good husband. I want love. Like I
want-
want all that real relationship and like
It's okay if he makes
Money
90K.
doesn't matter,
Which
yeah.
one do you want?
I'm going with the good husband just because sugar daddies, like, I can't see myself doing that. Like, I'm a Scorpio. Y'all can say what y'all want about Scorpios, but like, I gotta be attracted
What
to
does that
be able
mean?
to do it. What
They
I'm saying
freaks.
is I have to be attracted to you to want to like take it there. And I feel like with sugar daddies, you know, it's like they're throwing money and you
There's
gotta
no
pop
attraction.
It.
You gonna have to put a
Yeah,
bag
like,
on that man's face.
So,
my God.
would you choose
Yeah.
a sugar daddy who gives you 20K a month, or the husband that makes 90K a year?
I would say a husband, because in like this time too, especially in the South, I feel like 90K is still.
That's
a lot
decent.
of money,
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
it
people
is
don't even
decent.
make
I might need to
like
change that number and make this
combined
question
outside.
better.
Like
I need to put it like at
60,
60.
60K, yeah.
With 20K a month or husband with 90K a year?
Husband for sure.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'll say husband.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
okay.
edit that question for the next
Congratulations,
show.
lady. You're not,
to make
ladies.
it
You're not
harder
for
for
the
the other
streets.
guys that
Y'all are
make
not for the
60K.
streets.
No.
We're not for the streets.
Oh, I got a
Uh,
question real quick.
Yeah.
What's the lowest income that a guy would make that in order for you to fuck with him or not fuck with him? Like, what would be your threshold that you're like, you know what, 70K, that's too low.
Yeah. What's the lowest number?
I feel like anything that I could have made at a part-time job, just like outside of what I do for college, because I made shit like 35, just part-time job.
Okay. What about you?
Exactly. So like she said,
Talking
with
to the
that-
mic.
like she said, like with that double, you know, the income, like being able to pick up the slack, basically. Like if it were to be, you know, a circumstance where I would not be able to provide for myself, like for
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go with like 60.
60.
That's low.
Yeah, that is low.
That's low.
What about you? A minimum.
Just because of where I'm at. Again, if I were to fall down and I have children, he has to be making 6 figures.
6 figures.
Yeah, he has to.
6 figs.
Probably like 75, 80.
Okay. Minimum.
I would say 50K.
Okay.
50K.
Jess, you're insane. I'm just kidding.
Good
Uh,
answers, though. Good answers.
Yeah. So now I want to know: would you rather choose the older guy who's already a provider, or the younger guy who has a shit ton of drive?
Fuck that.
Older guy that's already a provider, or the young guy with a shit ton of drive?
Can we elaborate on drive?
Like he has a
Potential.
lot of ambition. Like this guy is going to be a millionaire in 10 years. He will be a millionaire in 10 years, but right now he is that broke dude. But you can see it. You can see that this guy really is like all about it, and he tries really hard on these things. This goes back to the theory that's always talked about, and we'll talk about it right after y'all answer to see if it goes along with it.
I feel like this is a hard answer just because I am 24 and I'm still in school and doing stuff of that nature. So I have to see other people's drive just because that's where I'm at right now in life too. Like
So equivalent to you.
yeah, because I mean I can see 6 figs after I graduate, but right now that's not where I'm at.
Yeah.
But as long as we're, you know, matching in the end.
So you do the young guy with the drive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say I would say the younger guy with the drive as well. Like you say, because even though he's older, like did he work for it? Like he could have inherited that as well. Which is
Well, yeah, we're saying a guy that's older and he didn't inherit it though. He has the same traits as the younger
Right.
guy because he had to earn it just as well as him.
I would say younger, just because older, you've been there, done that already. Like
Okay.
you've been there, done that. What do you want with me exactly? That's like me wanting a sugar daddy. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, you're the same age as my dad or my grandpa. Like you've been there, done
Well, if
that.
he's just 10 years older than you,
34?
That ain't bad. That's good.
still too much.
34?
Yeah, we'll say that's what the
Yeah.
technical age is of the older provider. Still no.
I wouldn't say it's too much, but I still, younger guy would drive, ambition, consistency.
You'll take it.
Yeah.
How
So
about
the
you?
older guy's 10 years older.
Yeah, 10 years older. We'll say that.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably go with the younger guy.
Okay. What about you?
So I've actually personally been in both. The younger guy tends to be a lot more selfish. They tend to be a lot more because they have to be to get to where they're going. So a lot of the time they're not thinking about you. They're so focused on their motivation, their ambition, and their goal that they can't really give to a relationship like you think that they're emotionally unavailable.
Okay.
And the guy that has hit
Maybe.
the guy that has hit his peak already, he's been there, done that, and he's settled into his career, or he's a provider already. He's ready for those things that you might be asking for, and he's a little bit more willing to compromise because he's like, this is what I want.
He got the experience too.
So you don't
Is
think that
this what he-
sometimes? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't think that sometimes the older guys are a little bit more selfish because of that reasoning? Like,
So like a lot of those guys that you run into that are selfish, a lot of women are intimidated by their money, but you have to realize that you have to look past that and you have to look at who they are. So they've hit that point where Sergio talks about a lot, where like guys think that they have a lot of time. He's now hit a point where he's like, oh shit, my balls are not producing as much semen as they, and I don't have a child, I don't have a legacy. And so they want in-betweeners. They're not dating women who are like 21, 20 years old because you're too young.
right.
They're dating women that are like 27 where your womb is still fertile and they can
Right.
still have a child with you and have an intelligent conversation with you.
Right.
But they're also not dating women that are their age because they're bitter and washed up.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
so they're
Okay.
dating
True.
in-betweeners. And so like a lot of the time, like those older guys are a little bit more willing to give and take because of the fact that they're kind of hitting a point where they want a child. They want a family.
Very true. Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, like, do you think that's what they want, or do you think that they're settling?
So a lot of the time, like they're not settling for sure because they definitely do have the pick of the litter because they're established in their career financially. So
Yeah.
a lot of the time they still do have the pick of the litter. So they could go get a 21-year-old young lady and groom her, but they just prefer not to do that. So they prefer to date a woman who might be like established in her career, still kind of knowledgeable, but still young enough that she's fresh and still like fit and cooperative and listens. and things.
Coachable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
coachable.
Yeah.
But she's not and she's not bitter and her eggs aren't dried up. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, not on point. So would you rather choose the older guy who's a provider, or the younger guy who's has drive?
The older one. I'm like in my early 30s and I don't have time to be with somebody who's
Yeah.
in their young 20s, like just now getting themselves together. Like I'm at a point where my career's
Well, if
at an
he's
okay
your age
point.
and he has the
Yeah,
same
I
and
was
he has a
gonna
lot of
say.
drive at your age versus the
Mhm.
guy 10 years older than you, that's the provider.
But
Would
he's
it still
not
be
a
the same
woman.
thing?
Um
Is it a
if
negative if
he's
a guy
if
only has drive at your age?
I mean,
Yeah.
I've never dated
Yeah, I agree with
anybody
you.
that's younger. Like, I think there's a certain maturity level too that you get when you like hit your 30s and you're ready to have a family and all that stuff. But if they're driven, we can both like work together. That's a great thing. But I would prefer if somebody's already
provider.
yeah.
What about you?
established.
Yeah, I think older, especially with being like around the 28 range, I think that 10 years is not bad. Normally, those 30 something year old dudes, they be fine. They do be established. So it's like cool. And then normally, when you look younger, because like I've noticed in myself looking younger, like I don't really look that mature to me. Like being around my like little sister and stuff, like people think that we're all young. I think that when you look younger and you attract younger men, a lot of what the younger girls are like, it's dog eat dog in the dating world right now. Like, they be like, "You're blocked, it's next," and they're going through all these different phases. And I feel like the younger girls are more equipped to deal with the younger men because they're all so like,
Crazy.
yeah, and it's like so Instagrammy, so TikToky. So you guys are like, "Oh, that's nothing. I dropped him. I went to this one. Oh, that's nothing." But then you have us who's like the higher 20s. You're like, "Oh shit, I'm attracting these 21-year-olds, but they can't do nothing for me but just lay down with me." So I think that 10-year frame is cool. It's not bad. I don't feel like they're being perverts. You know what I mean? I think it's cool to date an older man. But like you guys say, enter young girls in college, y'all can have that drive together. I think it's just being in two different phases of
Mhm.
the 20s. I think
Depends
the
which
older
phase you're
20s.
in your life.
Yeah. I
So
think
like something that Rolo Tomasi, like the guy who started Red Pill and like writes the book, which shout out to you, Rolo. Everybody should go buy The Rational Male if you want to get into that type of thing.
It's a red pill book.
Yeah, it's called The Rational Male. He has a series of books. If y'all want to learn more about men, y'all should definitely check it out. But one of the things that he likes to talk about is that women like to wait at the finish line for the winners. So like the women who answered, that you want the older guy as the provider already. Like y'all kind of go along with his theory that women like to wait for men at the finish line. Like you don't want to sit there and like help somebody become something. It's way easier to just get the guy that's already fucking a winner. Like why waste your time? Why waste your youth?
We
The
don't
thing
have
is
time
while
to
y'all,
waste.
yeah, women don't have enough time to waste. So
Right.
the ones that did answer this way, you might want to think that way because in 10 years you might realize you didn't have enough time to waste really.
Hey Sergio, did you want to go through the chats real quick and catch up, or did you want to say that
Yeah.
first?
Yeah, I'll do them really quick. Go ahead and go through them.
Sure. We're gonna as we go through these, ladies, let's make sure our answers are a little bit concise. That way we can fly through these pretty quickly.
Yeah.
The first one that we have here. Oh, real quick, shout out to Jacob Nelly, man. Really appreciate our new viewers. If you will, please like the video and subscribe for us, please.
Yeah, thank you guys. Please. Yeah, go ahead with that chat. Hombre of the house, $5. Successful, attractive, or faithful. You only get 2, just like the auto shop, fast, cheap, or right. You can't have it all. Thank you, bro. So yeah, choose successful, attractive, or faithful. We'll start with you this time, Meech.
I'm gonna go with successful and attractive.
Successful and attractive.
So you can be poor.
No,
wait, hold on.
not poor. Successful and attractive. He's allowed to cheat.
Oh yeah,
She's
sure,
okay
yeah,
with the
okay,
cheater.
okay, cheating, okay.
Faithful and successful.
Faithful and successful. So you can be ugly. What about you?
Your face.
Fuck. Like, cause what?
Yeah, you got to choose.
Because I've been in these situations realistically, and I know how they end. Like, me. Okay.
Talk closely.
Alright, successful and attractive.
Successful and attractive. Get cheated on.
Yeah, I'm going with successful and faithful.
Successful.
He
He can be a little ugly. All right.
A little bit.
Medium ugly,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Successful and faithful for sure, because you can build him up. You know, nice face. He could be ugly cute. Like he cute, but he ugly.
Yeah, you can make sure he gets
gonna
the right
smell
socks.
Like,
and he
you
gets,
smell like a Ventus
help
when you
him
finish.
help him go shopping and get the right underwear.
Calvin
He's good.
Klein.
Yeah. Go get
As
him some
long as
Calvin
you
Klein.
look good next to me,
Good
we're
catch.
good.
Like Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
Period.
Successful and faithful.
Successful and
Right,
faithful. He
abstract
could be a little
word.
ugly. All right, you ugly guys, y'all got a chance. G complex with the 5. What's worse, ladies? Your man having sex with one woman 10 times or sex with 10 different women one time?
What the fuck?
Whoa, that's a weird one. What's worse, ladies? Having sex with one woman 10 times or sex with 10 different women one time? We'll start with you.
All in all, like she said, he getting his head knocked off. But I'll probably say the worst would be having sex with one woman 10 times, just because.
Really? Because he's emotionally invested.
Yes, like
Yeah. Okay.
It's still
What
both.
about you?
Like either or, like you say,
Yeah, either
you're,
one's
you're
bad.
emotionally invested, but then like
Or
10
you're
different
fucking
women,
around
or you,
hard.
like you can, because you know you can be bringing back
Diseases.
diseases. So
Right,
it's just like
Yeah, maybe the one girl's not going to bring
yeah,
back a
I'm
disease,
not
though.
too
I don't know.
Yeah.
Neither, but I think I would rather have the one woman, because 10 different bitches. Okay, you really gonna be
That's a
fucked
lot of
up,
diseases
like,
right there. Yeah, that's a lot of
Mhm.
You
chances
don't
for
give
it.
a fuck.
Yeah, health is big for me, so same thing.
Just the one, 10
can
times.
she do the dishes? Like if she's starting to
this
get
part.
invested, like
She the nanny at this point.
right?
She the
Exactly.
nanny.
Like come do the dishes
Damn,
too
you
while
can't be
you
a
at
live-in
it,
nanny.
right?
You about to
Come
come
on.
cook,
Come on.
come clean, sister wives at this
Exactly.
Yeah, sister wives, man. What about you?
Ooh, I don't like this question at all. I think I would definitely do the one woman 10 times if I had to pick one, but
This
like
is only
Just
10.
because it's safer, y'all would all basically say that one
Yeah,
because you're not going to
that's
get an STD, maybe?
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy though? You can tell where everyone's like previous maybe relationship trauma lies.
Based off of these
based off
questions?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there another one, bro? Dub Will with the 5. Outlaw weddings and watch the marriage plummet further than what it is. And weddings are stressful as hell. Outlaw weddings and watch the marriage plummet further than what it is. And
So it's just a statement.
yeah, very true, man.
Yep. And we got a super
Danny
sticker.
Vasquez 50 with the super sticker. Is that my cousin?
Yeah, it is.
But-
I
It
saw him
is
in
my
the chat.
cousin?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, what? Oh, Ed too, dude. What is up, y'all? I got
Shout
my
out to the
family in the
cousin,
house.
right?
Yeah, I got my
Shout out to the
family in the
Hold
house.
on. Okay,
I've never
so-
had any of my family watch. That's
so
cool.
it
What's up,
runs in
y'all?
the family. Danny is a little toxic. Did you see in there? So what do you like most
Cousin.
about girls that work at Twin Peaks, Danny? That was my thing. Yeah, let's get into the chat.
I don't know. I wonder if that was my cousin or not. Mike with the question: are the ladies on panel willing to delete your Instagram and give up girls' night for the ideal man that y'all just described? That's a good question. For y'all's ideal man, would you delete your Instagram and give up girls' night? Both
Look
of them.
at Indy's face. She's like,
Because-
Would you give up Instagram and girls' night?
"You fucking right. I'll see you later, sis."
What about you, sis?
Oh, for sure.
You
Yeah.
give it up?
Come on.
Give up your Instagram and dating night?
So I don't mind giving it up, but is it in a controlling manner?
You want to know
'Cause
why?
I still want to hang with my friends here and there. Like, granted, I want to be with my man. Right?
Yeah.
I want to be booed up. Don't get me wrong, but I still want
wanna know why?
have my time. Yeah.
I'll
like,
explain why in just a second. I'll explain mine in just a second.
So girls' night is really to talk shit about the guy anyway. So if
I
I got
gotta
a good
vent about
guy, you're giving it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't mind giving it up because you're
Yeah.
like, I got a good man at home. Bye, bitches.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you give up your Instagram and the girls' nights?
I would give up Instagram, but girls' night. I said that
Can't let it
earlier
go.
that I want to have more time with my girls. So
yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
Can't let go of the girls' night.
Need some sanity away from men every once in a while.
Okay.
I would give them a.
That's because you ain't picking the right men.
I have a question. Hold on.
Hold on.
No,
After
no,
her.
yeah.
After her,
Somebody
really
said
quick.
she had an STD.
You ain't lived, right? She
Would,
over here
would you
nudging
delete
me
your
like, you see
Instagram
that?
and give up girls' night?
I would give up both unless it was like making me money with Instagram. But I would give up both.
Okay.
That's the daddy. That's
So,
daddy.
so Miss
Like,
Actress,
cousin Wallace.
when you went on girls' night, is that the same time that you actually had sex with that dude for the first night?
Oh my god.
What?
No, she
did
said
not
that. No,
have to
she
do her
said
like
that
that.
she
That
met a
was a
girl.
Jess
girls'
did
night.
say
She,
that.
she
Jess
met a
did
guy
say-
at the bar, right? That had to be girls' night, right?
What happens
I was
at
out with a
girls'
group
night
of
stays at
friends.
girls'.
Here, let me explain something since you're the one who was, asking about this. So I'll explain and I'll use Jess as an example. Okay. So the reason why guys don't want you to go out on girls' nights is because there is opportunities out there. You are putting a for sale sign on because in the dating marketplace, who pursues who? Who pursues who normally?
Guys.
It's normally guys pursuing you.
Yeah.
So if you go put yourself in a place and you're attractive and you wear an outfit that's to get attention, you have a bigger for sale sign on you. And so like you can act like it's nothing or anything like that, but in reality, you're putting yourself in a position where you're either able to emotionally cheat, you're getting more options, you're doing something that is disrespectful to your man in some way, especially if he's protecting and providing everything for you. It is disrespectful. Now, if he's just some bum and he's not doing anything for you, yeah, do what you want. But a guy that's a good guy and he's like, hey, just stop the Instagram or just do this, you should maybe think about it and do it. Maybe if he's worth it.
So for me and girls' night in my idea, like my head, like me, I like to host. Like I like to host like girls' night at my house. Like maybe
Game
we
night.
watch it game night, wind down.
Oh, at your
Wednesday,
house,
like-
I think that's
Yeah.
totally
So for
fine.
me, it's
I think
like,
that's totally
you want me to stop
fine.
hanging with my friends?
That's
I didn't know
totally
you
so
meant
fine.
I was looking
going
at
to
it
the
more so
club.
control.
And then-
Like, we weren't talking about
yeah, I
going to
wasn't
the
thinking
club.
like,
Okay.
oh, going to the
Yeah.
club.
Oh, okay,
going out,
okay,
like,
yeah. So
brunch.
that's what I
like,
mean by
yeah,
girls'
like-
night. Girls' night's usually out, but also I want to say also though, birds of a feather flock together. So like, say like your man notices that you have a bad circle of women, like that are all single or something. Like obviously he's gonna be like, yo, I don't want you hanging out with them. I don't want you doing that shit with those people because he's trying to protect his relationship. Men have to try to protect their relationship because think about how many men don't try to protect their relationship today. Think of how much divorces are happening, breakups are happening. Women have something called hypergamy, which means that you're always going to go to the hold on one second. You're always going to try to go for the best guy you can. So because of hypergamy, men have to protect their relationships because you have if you think about how many times do you get DM'd on Instagram a day? Just be
Trey
honest
Songz
if
in
you
the
can.
club.
If you just be honest real quick.
I don't know. Maybe check like that.
But just honestly, how many times do you think you get DM'd?
Let's say a few.
5?
Sure.
What's 5 times 365? It's like 1,500 and something, like 1,600.
Yeah.
That's basically 1,600 opportunities a year that you get. Guys don't get 1,600. You're like your boyfriend's not gonna get 1,600 opportunities
in
from
his
women.
life.
Yeah,
his
so
life.
in his
One
life,
good
in his
time.
life, for real.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So like because of stuff like that, you got to put yourself in your man's shoes. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of broke dudes that aren't worth what I'm saying right now at all. But if you meet the guy of your dreams or the right man, and he's only being insecure about this one thing, you should probably consider it.
That
You know,
compromise.
it's
but-
everything's worth a conversation.
Yeah.
Serge, get your cousin.
You're
What
right.
he's saying.
wildin'.
Get your cousin.
What's he saying?
He don't even talk to his mom because she
Hey.
ain't got them Instagram followers. Get your cousin, Sergio.
What's the accurate number for
What did he
Instagram
say? But if they
followers?
don't got followers, then they ain't for me. I don't even talk to my mom because she ain't got the Instagram followers.
Not cutting off your mom because she's not with the cloud.
That's funny.
God,
I can't follow back.
if a guy hollers at you in the street you're with your man, like y'all leave the club and he's like, "Yo, you got a fat ass."
My man gonna go beat the
What's
shit out of him.
what's your man like? Are you gonna be mad at your man if he doesn't go, or what do you want him to do?
I don't want want him to beat him up because don't go to jail over nothing stupid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Smart
what do you
men
want?
make smart decisions, like she said. But what did Drake say? If a nigga asks for my number,
Drake?
just tell him my nigga will spin you.
Drake?
Like my nigga will spin you.
Yeah.
The new 20.
Give him his number.
Yeah, oh, for real, I do that though. I
Yeah.
do that, or I'll
Yeah.
give him my mom's number, and she be so
Well,
fucking
Not your
confused.
mama.
If a guy hollers at you in the
My mama
street
cuss
when you're
me out.
leaving, what do you want him to do?
Again, it ain't worth the fight because he just hollering because he a
Okay.
thirsty ass bum. But
Yeah.
yeah,
You good? You know. All right.
I've been in this situation before as well. The first time he let it slide,
Did he get beat up?
but the second time, him and his cousin were ready to. They threw the drink on the young man, and they were ready to beat his ass in the parking lot. Like,
Yeah.
because at the end
Well,
of
if he
the
has
day,
his backup,
when
I'm
you-
talking a situation where the guy doesn't have a backup though. He's
Well,
by himself.
Well, no, I was saying like my boyfriend at the time and his cousin were there with me and he had his girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
And a guy tried it once. He let it slide. He was like, "Nah, bro, she cool."
I just
And
think
then
that
he walked
happens
off
a
and
lot
Came
though.
back up with shots. Though.
Like if
now
I-
you're being disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But like if I'm with my homies, yeah, I'm way more likely to be. But I'm talking about like if you walk out of the club and you got no backup, like you just leave him with your girl and that's it.
Well, first of all,
What
I
would
think
you do?
That shit is stupid. I think that shit is stupid.
Okay, so you
And
were
nowadays, people don't even fight no more. Like you
They
finna get
just-
shot.
yeah.
You finna
exactly.
get your car
Yeah,
shot up.
yeah.
Like,
A street fight is a street fight.
Right.
Yeah, but I want to protect her. So somebody's not gonna say something at least, like, yo,
definitely.
like,
Like, bro, chill.
because then I feel disrespected if they don't
Okay.
at least mention something to the man.
I've been in this situation in a different instance. I feel like when somebody compliments me, like, well, say you got a fat ass or something like that, then normally the dude I'm with, like, redirects the energy back to me and him. So he
Yeah.
already showing you, like, she's not wanting nobody
finna
else.
go home
I
and clap
don't
these
need
cheeks.
right. I don't need nobody to be like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I want somebody to say, boom, that's mine, and like, let's keep it moving.
Right.
Yeah, and so like this is what I would teach guys to do. You just sit there and you look at the guy like, yeah, that's my
Right.
ass. I'm about to go fuck it. Sucks to be you, nerd.
Yeah.
And you just walk away from it. But Jess, based off of your answer, I need to teach you something.
Okay, teach me.
All right, Jess, you never want your guy to do that. It's
At least
never
say
worth.
something like
No,
not
but-
He going to
disrespectful,
jail.
But don't make him be like, don't disrespect my girl. Like if he says anything, he needs to say what she just said. Like, yeah, I'm about to go smash that shit. Hell yeah, right now. But if you want him to this guy, the bum, is trying to get energy out of you and your man. He's saying that dumb shit. He has no life. He has no money. He's outside the club. And what's he gonna
But
do?
if somebody says something disrespectful, like you don't think that they should.
No, I
Saying I
don't
got a
think if
fat
you
ass ain't
if you know martial arts, you know what you learn when you learn martial arts? To not use your skills. You're supposed to always de-escalate. You're always supposed to walk away from. If you're a CHL holder and you have a gun on you, you're always supposed to de-escalate and walk away from any situation.
She picking her nose, y'all.
We caught her on camera.
First off,
In 4K. Real live.
you know what?
Thank you, Sergio. Thank you.
know what?
Nah,
Yeah,
don't
first off,
instigate your man to fight. That's ridiculous.
I
And
didn't
like
see
you
the
want to
fight.
take
I
him
didn't
home.
see the fight.
Well, but sometimes words will equal fighting. But for a man, when men say things to each other, it can equal
A lot of
way
fucking
worse.
alcohol
Energy.
involved.
Yes, like you
Yeah.
never know. I want to know just really quick, if you had to choose between these two, a guy that wears business suits, like he goes out and he always likes to look sharp in a suit, or the guy that wears the rapper wear. Like
the
if you had to
time?
choose, well, like there's guys that have styles. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. A guy either has the rapper wear style or he has the suit style. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. If you had to choose between one or the other, Meech, we'll start with you.
I love a good rapper style. You know, I think suits, you know why? I think because I'm stylish, I like to wear like glasses and hats and stuff like that. And
It matches
with
your
a dude-
style.
Yes, me with a dude with a suit, 9 times out of 10 it doesn't fit.
Y'all don't look
it just
good
doesn't
together.
Look good together. I look good with somebody like a 2 Chainz. You put me next to 2 Chainz, I'm look good.
We're gonna look good.
Right.
What about you?
I
If you had
like
to
my
choose,
conservative people with the suit.
yeah,
The suit.
yeah. I feel like you always wear stuff that goes good with a suit because you're very business casual. How
As you
about
can
you?
tell, I look like I'm running for fucking office right now today. So, obviously, I'm into a guy that kind of like, but don't get me wrong, because I like a guy that can put that shit on. Like, he can wear some,
Switch
hold
it
on, but
up.
like Jordan 1s with like a blazer
Right.
and some fitted jeans and like a nice, like,
Yes.
shirt under. That shit is fire as
That
fuck.
shit
Like,
looks
he
good,
can
too?
mix both. Like, I
Okay.
like that. Like,
That's unique. That's definitely different.
Definitely.
they do that in tech.
Yeah.
That shit fine.
I'm like,
You had to
you
choose.
probably can't tell right now because I look very basic to me, but no,
You
I
know.
love. I love suits, but I love a guy who know how to dress. Like
Put that shit on?
Like put that shit on.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm gonna give you like 4 or 5 different. Yeah, like if you look at my page, you'll be like, damn, okay. Like I might give you dressy, I might give you girly, I might give you a little sporty
Business,
chic
right.
business. Like I'm gonna throw it at you. Like
Exactly.
regardless.
So he
I
better
wake
have a
up-
little bit of
yeah,
everything.
You better know how to be versatile.
I
Like,
like that.
I need that.
Okay. What
I
about you?
definitely like a guy that can switch it up.
Color
Switch it up
switch?
because I'm into,
Yes.
fashion and things of that nature, styling. So if you can switch it up, hey.
Okay.
Yes.
What about you?
Same. I would say like he can do both.
He needs to be able to do both.
Please
Okay.
do both.
I gotta step up my suit game.
Not just any suit though. Like
Right,
I love
not
a
that
suit.
bad.
Oh,
You gotta
dude.
fit
A
it.
fitted
Ralph Lauren
suit,
owns it.
When it got
yes.
adjustments made, and,
Cuff
it's
links.
real cuff. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yes, ma'am.
Uh, now I just want to know
Big
really
ass
Got that
quick.
daddy suit on.
Big ass Rocco. What you doing?
Let's go suit shopping, Ron Burgundy voice. Would you date a single father? We'll start with you, Meech.
Absolutely. When you're a single mom, I think that that's like what our ideal is. Just because normally people that have kids, they can relate with people that have kids, and when you don't, it's kind of hard. Like I had a situationship that I was like faithful with, and he didn't have kids, and it was very tough for us to make the connection. Even though our chemistry was good, I think it was just like, well, I don't.
He
want
has no
kids.
idea of what it's
Yeah,
like.
he don't got no responsibility, so he can
Mhm.
do whatever he wants, and we're the same age, and we fit in that way. But then when it came down to relating as far as like kids, and I can only come this
Responsibilities.
time, it kind of was like,
Yeah. Would you
Yeah.
date a single father?
For the majority of my life, I always said that I would not. But recently, the LinkedIn man has a daughter. And so I don't know. I love children, so I would be open to it. I think all kids need love, and like I would be open to considering being somebody's stepmother. So, and also in your 30s, like people have either been married or divorced, some have kids. So it's a
You gotta accept
reality
it at
that,
your
like,
reality, yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
Dang, Jess, you sound like you
What?
got some genuine desire for old LinkedIn guy.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making
She
future
might come
plans.
on in a month or two and be like, yo,
Oh
I'm
my
wifed up now.
Yeah.
Would you date a single father?
So I have, and I found that as a single mother, and actually had the opposite issue that you've had, where like if we're both extremely busy with our kids, one of us has to be able to have free time, and then also like a lot of guys who already have kids, I hate to say it like this, but like they have like baby mama issues, and I have an ex-husband, so I don't have baby daddy issues. I have an ex-husband, and we co-parent, and
Yeah.
so it's like there's a level of like healthiness that happens there that sometimes they may not be able to give, and
Just
if I'm
depends
not
how healthy they are.
yeah, and if I'm not bringing like drama to you, I don't want to deal with the drama of that. Not even just that, but like a lot of the time too, they don't want more kids. I want more kids. They don't want more kids because they might be on child support. They're like, look,
They got
I got
PTSD from that
I got
shit.
8 more years left.
Yeah.
All right, like
No more.
I don't want to have any more. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, it just depends. Would you date a single father?
So for me, similar to just like most of my life, I said no, but
You're at that age
I-
now where you might
I've
need to consider
had
it.
like my previous relationship. He actually was a single father. He had a child when he was married, and they co-parent. So for me, it's like, yeah, no, I can do that, and it actually showed me like he's a great father, and I can see that versus. I don't know, a guy with no children. Again, you got to be a great father.
You're rolling the dice on those
Yeah,
guys.
Like, yeah, like we might have the child, then ooh, you dip out. No.
Yeah, a
'Cause
father
you
kind of
depend on me.
says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I would definitely say yes that I would, just simply because typically you would see the opposite. You see more single mothers than you would single fathers. So, and anything could have happened, whether the mother passed away, whether the mother was uncommitted. So I would definitely say yes, I would, just depending on the circumstance.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways.
I would say yes, I would. Well, I have dated single fathers, and it worked out, but still.
You have?
Yeah.
Look, you have?
She learning something new.
Y'all are sisters and barely know each other. All right. Well, we're going to go all the way to the last phase now, really quick. And this is where I'm going to kind of critique y'all based off of everything that I've heard. So previously, since y'all have been on the show, y'all know that the guys went against the girls. But since we don't do guys anymore, I'm the guy. I'm the one that's going to critique you and give y'all some tips on what I think would help y'all. This is all new, so please don't get too mad at me. I'm gonna let y'all also say something like afterwards. I'm gonna let y'all ask me questions and say anything back if y'all think I can improve on certain things. I'm gonna make one relationship critique about each of you just really quick. For you came in saying all the perfect answers this time. Damn it, you're trying to like look all perfect for YouTube. Don't let her cap, guys.
No,
She
it's
wasn't like
really
this on the first
honestly been
episode.
better though. Like,
Yeah.
since then, I've actually like took into consideration some of the things that's been said, and dating the guy that I'm dating now is,
Okay, so you've grown a lot, so that's why I can't really attack you now because you've actually grown a lot. So that's good. So I can't really say that much to you. I mean, I think last time I probably told you you need to not waste your time, and I'm gonna say the same thing again. Don't waste your time. Yeah, if you have a good guy, and he's really gonna lock you in, then that's perfect, But just make sure he doesn't waste your time too much, and make sure that if you get out of that, to not waste 5 or 6 years. You know what I'm always teaching. For you. I mean, you're just like your sister, so y'all are like pretty similar in most aspects, I guess you could say. Like y'all stick together, so y'all know a lot about each other, or y'all kind of pick up on a lot of traits from each other, I guess you could say. I'm guessing that you and your sister are thinking the same now about relationships and everything, so I probably don't need to give you that much advice either. But once again, it's just the time thing. You need to just make sure you don't waste your damn time.
We learn from each other. We critique each other.
And that's a really good thing that a lot of sisters or a lot of people can't do. Like they only get to learn from their sole perspective, but if you get to listen to all her bullshit too,
Oh yeah,
you get to learn double time.
She we definitely and we hold each other accountable. Like as I said, like she notices like whenever I'm being like too hard body or like even me like working so much, like she tells me like what I really do admire about you is that you do have that work drive, but sometimes I feel like you put work first. Like work will always be there, and I feel like you need to take that time for yourself or for other people or for family. Like she will.
There's one thing that I do kind of want to say to you though, just based off of how you met that guy and you really like them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want you to try to do something different. I don't know what's going to happen with that situation. Who knows, but just say like it doesn't work out or whatever. I think you should try to do the same thing. Try to find another guy in that same light or see him in that same light if you can. I don't know if this is even physically possible for a girl, but try to see a guy that's like that, but maybe he's shorter or he has some other traits, because the thing is that guy that you're chasing, I can already promise you 1,000%, he has tons of options.
Right.
Tons.
Yeah.
Okay. And you might be able to lock down a really fucking good guy, but he's going to be 5'9" or 5'10", and like, I'm just saying you might want to just leave it open to look for those things.
I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but I'm just saying like
it's hard to have genuine desire for something like that.
I'm not. He just walked in and it was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
well, have fun with him, but you know what I'm gonna be shaking my finger at you
okay,
if you just waste your time.
Toxic. Okay,
Yeah.
what's the hashtag? Stay toxic. Okay.
Hey, we're not talking about those messages right now. That was for a different day.
Today? Like
Oh,
today?
that was today, wasn't it?
Like today?
Whatever. So for you, my only I'm barely getting to learn about you today. One of the things that the girls already know on the panel, because they've already met me and we've already talked, I'm very strict about not sleeping around. Not because if you're doing that, you might completely ignore the guy of your dreams. If you're alpha widowed by this fucking Chad Tyrone or whatever, you may never even give a chance to the guy that actually really gives a shit about you. And since I don't know a lot about you, that's the only real advice that I'm going to give to you is don't waste your time. And how old are you again?
I'm 28.
Yeah, you're 28. So you're right before the wall. Like we always say, the wall's at 30. And like, you don't want to hit that wall and be like, where's all these good guys? Like you don't want to be that girl. I get on TikTok every day and go to single women over 30 or dating over 30 and stuff. And it is the saddest TikToks I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't even know that was like a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, but you got to understand, for women, like y'all really have a time clock on you. Like it really is true. And it's a horrible thing to think about. Like if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to think about it at all, but you need to know about it, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to consciously get the guy that you really want. And that's another thing that I was going to say is always look, instead of thinking about what you want, you need to find the guy that you want and then try to think, what does he want? What does he want? Don't ever be like, he needs to be doing this for me, he needs to be doing that. Women today, y'all are on the fucking back foot, honestly. Like guys kind of like, y'all like to think that y'all have the leverage, but when you really think about it, when you really sit back and think about it, these men got the leverage right now. And the reason why is because pussy is so cheap. It's so easy to get pussy right now that y'all like. It's not even y'all's fault. It's the other women that devalued
That
it.
makes
Isn't
so
there
It's the
easy.
other women
There's
that
the
devalued
other
it.
people that makes it so
Population wise,
easy.
there's more females on the planet right now than
Yeah.
there are males. Though,
But since pussy is devalued and guys get it so easily, you got to be way more than just pussy.
So I will
Right.
say I'm
Yeah.
dating seriously.
Okay. That's good though.
It ain't just fucking around. No.
Yeah.
I'm dating one.
But just make sure he's actually taking you serious though, because I can't tell you how many times people think that somebody's taking them serious, and it's just another bullshit game. And the next thing you know, 6 months, a year, 2 years is gone, and you're dickmatized, and you're like, what the fuck? I can't get out of this. He's too good, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for you though.
your cousin is wilding in the chat.
He
I just
is.
want to let you know that.
And I still, yeah.
I don't
still
think
wanna
any of
know.
my family's ever heard me talk like this, so it's
Pussy
really
ain't
weird
cheap.
even
I've
knowing
been
that they're
paying
listening to me
for
talk
it.
like
Right.
this.
So I still want to know what he loved most about Twin Peaks service.
Yeah, that's funny. Indy, I've been watching a lot of your stuff, you know, on the PEEF and stuff. You've grown so much as a person over the last time since I saw you on the show. You're completely different, like completely, I want to say. You're going in the right direction on everything, I'd say. The only thing that I disagree heavily with you on is the 90-day thing that you're talking about on his show. Like I said, there's a weird balance. There's a super weird balance where like you can
Right.
make
I know
guys
what
wait
you're talking
90
about,
days,
right.
but
Yeah.
you're gonna hate the guy.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a loser or something. There's gonna be
Yeah,
something
yeah.
wrong. So you got to try to find some type. I don't know where the balance is. I don't know how to do it, but I think you need to try to figure that out.
So we talked about it on a panel last time about it a
You're
little
talking-
bit too. We talked about it on a panel last time as well. And my brother, like I heavily rely on my brother for a lot of like candidness. And he was just saying like the difference between a good guy and an asshole is just the things that they do to get the pussy. At the end of the day, the objective is still for them to want to like
Get the pussy.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The big thing I want you to learn though, like I want you to read Rollo's book and really learn about genuine burning desire.
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
gonna
like
go download
I
it
think
for
all of
sure.
y'all need to learn about genuine burning desire and noticing how you get it and how it happens. It usually happens on the first night, you know, but those guys are the ones that really you are going to do everything for. And then if they notice it, if they notice, oh shit, this girl really likes me, like she really has been burning, he's going to do whatever for you too in return. So y'all really got to try to figure out what that is and find it and always pinpoint it whenever you meet somebody. Jess.
Oh no.
LinkedIn
hit the
guy.
wall.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a long time. No, you got so much going for you in your life because you come from a really good family. You're really successful. You're a boss, like in every aspect of your life. You've moved to Europe. Like you have so many masculine traits, and you can't get rid of them anymore. They're all there. That's who you are. You're the type where you're going to tell guys we can do 50-50, but in reality, you probably would like him to be a provider for you. But you got to see that that's going to hurt you in the end. The best thing you can do is fall into your femininity as much as you can. In every opportunity, when you come home from work, whatever it is, you better act as feminine and woman as possible, like a mom or whatever it is, because you're going to bring that shit home. Most women don't think they're bringing it home, but every time they do. And like, you might not even notice it. You might be thinking like, oh, this guy doesn't even fucking judge me for these things. But in reality, he really is. Like men don't like being
Do you think
emasculated.
men are intimidated by?
We don't want to be emasculated. We don't want to be emasculated by you making a lot of money or like,
Yeah.
I know you have guy friends and stuff. Like that is all emasculating to a man. Like it's all going to make a man feel like you're not taking him serious. There's a reason why you can end up, you know, like I was telling her, you could be 30, you can hit the wall and stuff and you're just screwed. And the reason why is because you think everything's cool. You think everything's normal. You think all these guys like you, but they're all lying. Guys lie like crazy to get the box today. So like you could sit there and listen to all this beautiful stuff and like your age doesn't matter and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, it is. And like you owning a house, it's a fucking amazing thing. There might be some guy that sees that and he's like, fuck yes. We're either gonna buy a bigger house together in a few years, or they might really like that. But some guys might be like, damn, she already has a house. I don't have a house yet. There's a lot of guys out here who can't afford homes unless their parents are helping them. So you don't want, like, those guys are going to be instantly intimidated by you because you owning a home already. But I can't tell you to stop being successful. You're going to keep being successful. You're going to keep building.
I need a billionaire.
You need.
Yeah.
Well, but like I tell the other girls, when you find the guy that you really like, be prepared to go above and beyond when it comes to really trying to be a super, like a woman in front of him. I guess you could say super feminine, because yeah, he's not gonna want somebody that's just bossing up to him. As much
Yeah,
as
no, for
society lies to you and tells you, oh no, power couples are like, power couples are all, people that we each work the same. Like it's not true for the most case. Don't get me wrong. There's exceptions to the rule, and you might have some friends, or you might know people that do it, but it just doesn't always happen.
True.
But I think otherwise, you're like really humble and like you're really prepared to kind of like meet a normal guy. I think like, well, maybe not financially, but you're prepared to meet a guy that's not like 6'2" and fucking jacked or something, and
Yeah.
that's the best skill you can have right now.
Appreciate you, Sergio.
For you, Meech, like I told you last time, your head is super level. Like you're very based and very red pill. Like I'm pretty sure I told you that exact same thing last time. You know what you want. You know men very well. As long as you keep up with that same shit and you keep fucking being like, it's not about me and what does this guy want and what are these guys thinking. As long as you keep that mentality, you're fucking golden. Like there's literally nothing. The only thing that's hard is that you have a kid, so you already know that guys are gonna to see you a certain way because you've already had a kid. That's the only negative that you really have going for you. You're still young, so you got a chance to like kind of make up for it in other ways, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for you really. Can y'all give me a critique back to help me do better with my girlfriend? Does anybody got anything?
Start licking
them
toes.
toes.
Everybody was thinking the same
Oh
thing.
no, I'm never gonna do the toes. I hope she's not watching because I'm
Ah.
never gonna do the toes.
Yeah, just
Never.
Be open to spice things up.
Oh, spice
Play
things
games.
up.
You have so many games and different things that you
Are
can
you
do
like
to spice
sexually
it up.
games? Like what game? What are you talking about?
Yeah, like they
Oh,
have like naughty couple card games. And dice
okay.
and everything.
I didn't think I was gonna get advice like this, but I got it, guys. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all now an annoying trait y'all each have. Just one annoying trait. Maddie, you're pretty good. You're not too annoying. Like you don't like. I don't know. Like you seem really innocent and nice, and you don't have a lot of annoying things. Like honestly, you kind of seem like you might be a good girlfriend in some aspects. Like I don't know. Maybe like she's doing that because maybe she's
No.
super.
No, I just feel like she knows. Like one of my big things is like I have to see how far I can go with like to annoy somebody. Like I'll just see her minding her business, like even with a guy that I'm dating, like just minding their business. So I'll just like start singing just to try to get on their nerves, and I'll see like it doesn't work, so I get like louder, more annoyed. Like
Dude,
in their
I'm the
face.
same
And
way.
like, it's
I will
so-
push my girl until she's
She's like,
until she's so mad, and it's
That
just
is
because
toxic.
it's just funny. It's just
And
like
it is. Like I enjoy it. Like,
It's
please just tell me to
crazy.
stop.
And they think that it's
Childish.
the opposite when they meet us, but it's really her. Like even when she's sick, like she's so even though she does not like physical touch, she's so clinky. Like when she's sick, okay, let me come and put my big toe on you. Literally, her big toe. She'll like
Like I can't really get next to you because I'm sick.
so.
I'ma, like,
Here,
reach
talking to the
up.
mic.
Like I can't really get next to you because I'm scared to get you sick, but I'm literally just gonna like stretch out and put my toe on her and be like, please, like I don't feel good.
Man, yeah. So I guess your annoying trait is don't be annoying. Like Jesus Christ, your annoying trait is really you don't. I mean, y'all are both like completely different fucking people than when y'all first came on this show. So like, I can't say what I would have said before. I guess
okay,
like.
what would you have said before?
I mean, I feel like you were pretty argumentative last time, and like you were pretty like talk backish and stuff, and like that would have been annoying. Like a guy that like you're taking seriously, he doesn't want to have he doesn't want mouth back. So like, yeah, just don't talk back. But that's it, really. Otherwise, y'all are pretty good right now. Like y'all are going off of each other's energy to get better, so that's a really good thing. For you, an annoying trait. I didn't really notice anything with you either. Like you were super good about waiting until I was done talking and before you talked you have a lot of really good feminine traits actually. And like if you just kind of just always fall into those, I think you're gonna do really good. Even at your age, you can still lock down because you have very you're one of those people that looks older or you look way younger than your actual age. So you're gonna be able to get away with more than some certain women, I think.
I'm actually
Critique-
annoying as hell.
Oh, okay. See, everybody's acting all perfect for this show, but y'all are actually horrible.
I give
Um,
that as a forewarning though. I'd be like, I'm so annoying, but I'm annoying to like the funny aspect.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
right.
like
So it's like-
no, she's
Childish.
A little
aggravating.
weird, you
Childish.
know.
Everybody be
Yeah, I'm
pulling each
childish,
other's legs
right?
all day,
Yeah.
man.
Sure.
Annoying trait for you, Indy. Once again, you've like the other girls, you've changed a lot since the first show. You're not. I don't think you had that many annoying features either then, except that it just kind of seemed like baggage. Like you have baggage from previous relationships, and sometimes that can come back and haunt you possibly. So the only critique I can really give or like is just like don't let that baggage ever don't let shit that happened in your past mess up something in the future. And that's the only thing that I could ever say is just like, but I understand we're on a panel, so you're talking a lot about stuff in the past because we're on a panel and we're trying
Right,
to
right,
talk.
yeah, of
So like
course.
I get it. So I don't know if you even talk to guys about this type of stuff, but if you do, I would do it as least as possible. It just might be
Yeah, I
better.
don't, because it's like at the end
It's
of the
not
day, yeah,
useful.
it's not useful, and you're either gonna mess with me regard, like you're
Yeah.
gonna mess with me if you want to mess with me, or you're not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But just know it does scare guys when they hear stuff about that. Annoying trait for you, Jess. You're so annoying. I'm just kidding. You got a lot going for you. Also, you're super nice. It's really hard for me to say any of y'all have any annoying traits when y'all are all super sweet and like being really nice people. Like there's not a lot that I can say to you either that's like an annoying trait. The only thing is that like you're older, so you might want to like kind of think about um like looking like don't be annoying about your choices, like I would be very open to like the 30-year-olds up to the 40-year-olds, like
Oh, I am.
yeah. Just be that's the only thing I would say is like make sure you're super open for like all those guys, like no matter the height, whatever, just stay open to everything. That's just what I would do if I was at your age and I was trying to lock somebody down. Critique. There's not a lot I can say about you. You're doing really good right now. The only thing I could say is kind of like her. Don't bring up like your kid a lot. Like don't get me wrong, you need to be honest with the guy and stuff, but sometimes guys get scared of a woman's past like that. Don't get me wrong, you need to be honest and say that you have a kid, but don't talk about it too much. Don't talk about past traumas. Don't Because he's gonna instantly be like, okay, y'all had all these traumas and these bad things. This shit's gonna come into our relationship in 4 or 5 years. So try not to talk about. I think women shouldn't talk about anything negative about them sometimes because shit, that guy's gonna think about it and like he's gonna like if you say your mom used to have this issue or something, he might end up using it against you one day. So really all your traumas and your bad stuff, try to just hold it in and like try to work it out to where you're not gonna go to therapy, do whatever you need to do, talk to a therapist about it so you don't have to vent about it to your man, and then next thing you know he has a bunch of fuel to like throw on you.
Okay, so I have a question. Like even like how you brought up like the kids and things of that nature. Like, and I actually had somebody ask me this. Like, so when people ask, like, okay, do you have kids? Like they want to know like my response. So what would you
I
say?
would be honest and say no, but like I don't want them to go into detail. Like
Right.
instead, because sometimes you can word vomit on accident, and like somebody asks you a simple question like, "How do you have kids?" and then next thing you know, I'm like, "Yeah, I have kids," and blah 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 about their dad and this. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, bro, just answer the question. Just say, "I got kids." How if he asks another question about where they're at, say where they're at. Like answer the questions based on what they ask, but don't word vomit a bunch of truth,
Right.
because it's gonna look bad for you in the end. And same with your success, you might want to pigeonhole yourself to not talk about it that much, like because these are things that could scare guys away.
I was gonna say, like for me, and again, I don't have children, but for the guy that I dated that did have a child, one thing that attracted me to him and him having a child, because again, I hear child and I'll be like, I'm out, I ain't doing it. But for him, it was like he asked me and I told him no. I asked him and he said yes, I got a son. He sent me a picture and like the way he bragged about his son on our first date, it was like, wow.
It was a good thing. So I think it's a good thing for men. I don't think it's a good thing for women. Because men, it's pre-selection. Like if a guy has a kid, y'all know he's safe in some way. That means that a woman trusted him enough to have sex with him, trusted him enough to have a baby with him, trusted, didn't abort it. Like he must be safe in some way, shape, or form. It's called pre-selection. It's the same reason why y'all are more likely to want to date a guy that's already has a girlfriend or is already married. Like those guys always have more options because they're pre-selected to already be safe, obviously.
So Sergio, I was gonna say that's kind of how because even though I have kids, I was married, so I had my kids inside of marriage. Like, so a lot of the time we talked about this on a panel too. Like, it gives me a little bit like I'm not a baby mama. Like a guy had a standard that he had to meet before he.
That is a good thing to bring up. I agree with you on that. That is a good thing to bring up for sure.
With the guy I dated, like he was married. He waited till he was married to have his child, and that again, that was a turn on for me. Like, okay, you're disciplined. You ain't
you've been married before, right? Exactly.
You know how to commit. You know what you want,
like, right? And I usually don't bring it up until like people ask me. So they'll be like, "Hey, do you have kids?" And I feel like, "Yes." "Oh, how old are they?" And I'll just be like, "Okay, well, yeah, my daughter passed away." Yeah. But I'm now to the point where I can talk about
I
it.
don't.
Like,
I
I'm
don't
to
think
that
you should
point.
talk about it though. I
No,
really
like
don't think that.
But see, I don't talk about it. So like most people who know me, they don't know unless they ask.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll like start asking questions, and it'll be like, oh well.
Yeah. It's
And
just it would
yeah.
scare guys though. For real,
Right.
I don't think you
But
should
they,
ever
but
talk
see,
about
they
it.
ask. Like if people ask me if I have kids, I'll just leave the answer yes.
Yeah.
Like I don't say anything. I'll just say yes. And they're like, oh
Yeah.
wow, well, how old are they? And I'll be like, okay, well, yeah.
I just don't even think
And
you
then
should
I
do
turn
that
that
personally
into
though.
something positive. Like I'll tell them, like I have a nonprofit. I'm doing this, such and such and such. Like I'll be like it's okay. Like I'm to the point where I can talk about it, and I use that to help other people.
Okay. Well, if you do it like that, then that's okay. But
right.
yeah, sometimes I think it's a huge red flag is because it just makes them instantly. If it was me, I'd be like, "Oh man, she's gone through some shit.
And-
I should run from
right.
this
And I
because
would
she's
agree.
she's probably very emotional about
Right.
this, you know." And like, if she's bringing this up, it's project to a man. We would think
Right.
you're projecting something.
And I would agree. That's why I asked, like, how do you
But
feel?
if you end it like
Yeah.
that, saying that you've learned all this stuff or you've grown from it, I think it's okay then for sure. All right, last one. What number would I rate y'all relationship wise? We're gonna start with you. Y'all have changed a lot. I would say that you'd be a good relationship person. I would probably give you at least like a 7 or an 8 now. Definitely. Same with your sister. Like y'all are definitely both like completely different. I think y'all would be really good in relationships, like easily 7 8s on each of y'all. For you, the only thing that puts you back is just your age. Like honestly, I think that you'd be good in a relationship. You sounds like you're willing to negotiate a lot of things and talk and not interrupt and stuff like that. So you have a lot of really good aspects. It's just your age that's going to hold you back. So you're easily like a 6 or a 7 easily. Indy, it's just your age and having kids. That's the only thing that hurts you. Otherwise, you're perfect in every other fucking aspect. Like you know exactly what men want now. You know exactly how to talk to them. You've learned so much from the red pill sphere and being on shows and stuff. I think you're perfect in every way. It's just the kids and your age that hurts you. So you're like at a 6 or 7 just because of those things. But easily, if you didn't have kids and if you were younger, you'd easily be a 10. Jess, you have a lot going for you. You're very successful as a woman. That's the only thing that holds you back. You have beauty. You have everything else going for you. You're just a little bit older, but your beauty makes up for the age and a lot of things. So the only thing that holds you back is how successful you are. You're easily like yeah, but like
It's
just
funny that that's like
just
something
because it's
that would be a negative. In my
the
mind,
only reason why is because the guys that you
Would be
really
intimidating,
want,
maybe.
well, the guys that you really want, say the guys that make 150K, 200,000, 300,000 a year, those guys, they might have so many other options that they're not going to look at you. They're going to look at the younger girls. They're going to look at whatever. So then you end up getting pigeonholed to the guys that you may not want. And that's where it hurts you, is because those guys that you don't want, the guys that make $100,000 a year or 80 or $90,000 a year, those are the guys that are going to be intimidated by it. Those are the guys that are going to be emasculated by you. So that's why it's like you're one of those people that's in a really weird spot, because the guys that you might really want at 35 are going to go to the 25-year-old maybe, you know, maybe. And then like the guys that you don't really want that are your age, they might not make quite enough to make you happy. So you're in a weird little spot there.
So
but
what was my number?
what, I thought I gave you one.
what's your rating?
I would give you like a 6 or 7,
Okay.
easily a 6 or 7. Me, the only thing that holds you back is the fact that you have a kid. That's the only thing. Otherwise, you have age still on your side, and youth. I would easily say that like you're like at an 8 or a 9 just because of that. And like I would really just lead with everything that you've been doing. Like you're so smart. What?
We're the same age.
Oh.
So how is it?
Oh, y'all are the same.
Yes.
Oh, I always thought you were younger. I always thought she was younger.
Said earlier though, she literally just said that.
She looks so young to me,
She
dude.
literally
You
just
hit
said
the
that.
wall.
I hit the wall.
She got 2 years. She got 2 years.
Hold on, but
She got 2
literally-
years.
What did you say earlier
Me,
about
I
your
always
younger
thought you
sister?
like
Okay, so I have a younger sister. She's literally 13, right? And I did a TikTok. I got like 1,000 views. They were like, "Did you just switch and put glasses on?" They're like, "You look like a teenager." I get that all the time.
You look young as
especially
hell.
when I'm like
Yes.
not dressed up.
Yeah, you look well.
Yeah.
Now that I know your age, you're definitely more at like a 6, 7.
Right.
But yeah, but if you were younger, yeah, you would have easily been up there. It's all.
I took the glasses off.
You still look young.
No, it's
I'll give
not-
you one higher point for
Right.
sure.
It ain't like that, no, for real. Like I get like when I'm out with my daughter and my little sister, a lot of us think we're like sisters, and it's because I had kids young, but like that's what people think. So it's not no slack. I'm trying to get more mature though too. It comes in a like a bad way too, because like when I go out, I feel like men don't take me seriously sometimes
they look
because
young.
I look so young. They're like this little bimbo and she got a little weight on her, like, you know. And I'm like, I'm older, I'm trying to learn the makeup and stuff, you know, to be look more
Trying
sophisticated.
to
But
slap
for
them
real,
lashes, ease my
yeah,
lash
I'm
line.
actually trying. But like, I really believe that it has its moments when it's just like, yeah, I'm older.
All right. Well, no, I mean, but like I said, your brain, like the way you think and the way you see men, you're on another level. So just keep up with that. And I think you'll be fine, honestly. I'll let y'all rate me back now. If y'all have any rate for my relationship or how I am in a relationship, or if y'all have any critiques y'all want to give me, any comments y'all want to give me, or any questions, debates y'all have, now's the time to do that. Go ahead.
Sergio, how long have you been dating your girlfriend?
For 2 years.
All right, you got time. But like
She tells me I have 1 year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what she likes to tell
like
me.
2
And how old
years.
are you?
So
I'm 31.
Okay.
Sergio, I've seen the way that you treat your girlfriend. Had the pleasure of meeting her last time. She seems like a very happy young lady. However, if she's telling you that a ring is what she wants, you know, and you know that we women have a biological time clock.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, read between the lines. And what? Yeah.
Okay, well, like the reason why though, like because this gets asked a lot, I gotta explain to you, guys make the choice whenever it
Well,
happens.
yeah, when you're
Like,
ready
and the
to,
reason
right.
why, but the reason why is because what am I? I'm the 51%. I'm the head of house. I'm the
Mhm.
leader. So if I'm saying we need to put this off for a certain time,
It's a
she needs
reason.
to
Right, trust you.
exactly.
Yeah, of
She needs to
course.
trust and respect and understand why. And if I've led her as well as I have for the past 2 years,
Mhm.
she's going to understand
Yeah,
that.
of course
And
you're gonna
another
get it to
thing,
her,
women
yeah.
won't leave a guy, especially a guy like me that's doing as much as I do for her. Now, y'all only see what I do based off of what I talk about and stuff, but y'all don't see behind doors. Y'all don't know. I always tell guys, protect your meat, your money, energy, attention, time. Okay. But guys only have to do that once you're trying to get the girl, or once you get the girl locked in, you don't have to protect your meat anymore. You still need to protect it a little bit, but not as much. And y'all don't understand how much I give her of money, energy, attention, and time. I give her a lot. And my investment in those four things makes me very secure in knowing that it'd be very hard for her to find anything better. And if she did, you know, like props to her for finding something that fucking amazing, because I know how amazing I am. I call myself a unicorn all the time. You can't have an income as high as me and then also be as faithful and loyal as me without being a unicorn. I may not be attractive or like super have amazing game or anything like that, but you're still considered a unicorn just for being loyal and making good money today.
Oh, but when I call myself the light, I'm an issue. When I say I'm the light, oh, but you're a fucking unicorn. When I say I'm the light.
Hey, I mean, you could be the light. That's fine. So any other critiques? Anybody? Do you have anything else?
I have one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a critique. I think that's right too. And then I'm not trying to put your business out there, but your girlfriend is younger than you too.
Yeah, she's 23.
I think that definitely, because she is younger, time is okay. Like sometimes I got married young. I think I was like 23 when I got married, and I loved my ex-husband. We were best friends, but like when I really came down to it, he was not what I really wanted. And I think that it's okay for Yins to grow and continue to build y'all's bond and not rush the marriage because she's so young. Like you're set and you know. And not saying that she's not set and she don't know, but to rush it, it's supposed to happen in just right time. And so I would say 23 is cool. Let her ride out the wave. Let her get to 26 if that's what it was. And then y'all get married and y'all even have even more money and more things that inbound where
I won't make her wait till 26.
But you know what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Like,
Who saw the reel I posted this week of the guy? It was the pastor talking about the Norwegian horses. Did anybody see that or watch the whole reel? What he was explaining was that when a Norwegian horse by itself can pull 4,000 pounds, can pull a car. Okay, when you get two of them, what happens? How much do you think two of these horses can pull?
8,000 pounds.
No, it multiplies. They can pull 16,000 pounds. They can pull 16 together. Okay, it multiplies. Now, what happens whenever you take those two horses and you make them live with each other for a year, run around in the field, spend all their time together, become best fucking friends? How much do you think they pull then?
Not as much.
32,000.
Double, right?
32,000.
And then times that.
32,000. Guess what the world record is for the two horses that were brothers and they were fully raised together for years? Perfect brothers for years pulling together. Guess what it was? 52,000. So this is why relationships are such a big deal, guys. The reason why me and my girlfriend are successful as we are, the reason why so many relationships are successful and power couples are, is because when you work together, it multiplies. Okay? So this is why I'm pushing everybody to try so hard to get into these relationships, because if you get into them, that's how y'all will succeed. I promise you it. But you got to find the right person.
Hey, you heard that? My man, my man, my man.
is there any other critiques from anybody or last thoughts? Go ahead.
I would just say, just from this podcast and the last one that I was on, I mean, I can only say just from what I've seen and what I've heard. Sometimes I feel like you're hard body, or just like very hard on like different topics,
Mhm.
and like sometimes it's not to break you, but just to agree to
Agree to
that,
disagree.
yes. So it's like sometimes, like even being in a relationship, sometimes it is good to see differences, if that makes sense,
Mhm.
instead of just like push the issue. But like I said, it's just from this.
I'll explain why on that too, though. So
Mhm.
the reason why is because this is supposed to be like a red pill channel. So I do want to red pill people, and what that is teaching them the praxeology that I was talking about by Rollo Tomasi, like the red pill stuff, and like it's he calls it a praxeology, which means that it's not an ideology, it's a fact set basically. It's a bunch of statistics and facts, and you can do with it what you want. You can read those facts and be sad that women are this way or men are this way, or you can fucking read it and be like, all right, well, that's reality, and I'm gonna change my life this way or whatever. So I always go back to certain hardline things because I'm a logical man. Remember, women are emotional, men are logical, and I'm always gonna go back to that praxeology on a lot of things. And that's the only. It's just to have what's the word? It's just to have firmness or concrete ideas, I guess, for the show, to make it always the same. And I want everybody to also understand this is I want this to be a secular Christian dating show. I'm not a super strong Christian anymore, but I'm very religious and spiritual. And I take it very seriously. And I know that it hurts people spiritually sleeping around.
Yeah.
So that's why I preach against hedonism. That's why I don't want y'all living in your pleasure, sleeping with guys for no reason and stuff, because it's going to end up hurting you in the end. So like so I'm always going to go back to these kind of Christian values, or these type of things, but it's just what I have to do for the show and for me to change the world how I think I'm going to. To also end it, I wanted to invite all of y'all to invite your friends. Find me a guy that is a blue pill simp, guy that find me. I know y'all got tons in your DMs. Find me a blue pill simp, and I want him to come and have a conversation with me. And I'm going to try to red pill him and change him. Okay. If y'all have girlfriends that are struggling with dating, your girlfriends that have been struggling for months, years, they keep getting pumped and dumped, whatever. Bring them on the show. Let's get them here. Let's see if we can change them and make them think a little bit differently. I want this show to be more than just people learning and guys DMing y'all. I want the world to change. I truly do. And I want to bring people back together. And the only way that's going to happen is with us all working together, men and women.
No, it's impactful for sure what you're doing. Like, really,
for
it
sure.
is.
Yeah, I really hope so. This is the goal.
So with
I
that
invested
being
money
said,
for good reason.
You're inviting us back to invite a friend back.
Yes. Well, when y'all come back,
Right.
y'all will be coming back with the friend. Like, so next time
Perfect.
anybody comes back, you can only come back with a friend. That's
So
the new rule.
Friday, am I coming back with my friend?
Friday we're full, but the next week for sure.
No,
Yeah.
Friday my friend is coming.
Is she?
The one I sent you, Naya.
Oh yeah. If you want to come for her, yeah, you're more than welcome to, for sure. Yeah, no, I didn't know that was your friend.
Yes.
Lapeef, thank you with the subscribe and share
Shout out
the
JR.
stream, man. Thank you, JR, man. I appreciate you, bro. Go ahead and let's do the last chats, and then we're gonna close it up. If y'all have any last thoughts, think of it right now while I'm reading this, and we'll do them really quick at the end. Was there any more super chats?
Yeah, we have a couple. Give me 1 second. We're scrolling.
W podcast. Wishing prosperity to all. Thank you, the Hollow Turtle. Didn't you just move to Dallas, dude? Thank you. Welcome to Dallas, man. And I hope you can maybe get a date out with one of these ladies on the show one night. SG with the $2. What are they cooking for breakfast tomorrow?
What?
They ain't cooking nothing, bro. These aren't the type. I'm 34. My girlfriend is 22. It works so much better. Yeah, sometimes it does, man. It just depends. Lapeef, thank you so much with the 50, bro. That means a lot. Ed, love you, bro. Cuz I love y'all, man. And Daniel, man, thank you so much for my family pulling up. They never come to the show, so that's really cool, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Any closing thoughts on anybody?
Yeah, guys need to quit getting in these like chats and DM spaces and feeling like they have a leg to fucking stand on. Because if you were face to face with, if we were doing, what do you call that, cold
approach?
Yeah, cold approach with a lot of these women, you would shit your fucking pants.
Yeah.
So like, don't let the internet make you bold. Like,
Yeah, no, and I tell every guy that like slides into any of the comments or anything that talks shit to me, I'm
Like,
always
your
like, pull
mama.
up, I'll pay for your flight
Right.
to come right now. Like, come and talk in person because you look like a dork
But
just
it's
saying it on
not
the
just
internet.
them though. It's also on IG. Like
Right.
y'all know what I mean when I say the
Mhm.
predatory approach.
Exactly.
Like so
Right.
many guys.
Okay, well, any other last thoughts, guys? No. All right, well, I guess we're gonna close it up. I really appreciate everybody for all the super chats. This was our best, longest show. We had a really awesome panel. I will see y'all on Wednesday. We got Michael Sartain and Poor Man's podcast coming. This is gonna be fucking huge. Like we've never had two huge guests like this come on. So everybody come back on Wednesday. We gotta fucking really impress these people. So I will see y'all on Wednesday, guys, and y'all have a good night.
And if you haven't, please follow the ladies on Instagram.
Yes, follow them on Instagram.
Follow and subscribe us too.
Follow my Instagram so you can see all their ads tonight instead of waiting for me to add them into the description.
Yeah, and
follow the
don't-
Instagram.
Yeah, and another thing, if y'all slide in these girls' DMs, don't be a fucking weirdo and start telling them like, "Oh, you need to
Let me
lower your standards or
let
some
me-
shit." Like,
How about you
y'all-
ask
y'all
us
be
to
on some
breakfast?
weird
Right,
ass
Right,
shit.
for,
Yeah.
ask us, and he say they they're not that type of women. What
I
you
do
mean? I
cook.
can throw down.
I do
And
cook
you're from
on the
Louisiana.
weekend.
What is you
Right,
talking
is that
about?
Southern?
From
Right,
Louisiana.
exactly.
What is you saying?
All right, SG, they're gonna learn to start cooking just for you, bro. All right, all right, guys. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.